Hi, where were we? Oh yeah, that's right. We were on the edge between Sumeru and Fontaine, the border. But before we get into that, I've disappointed a loyal viewer, apparently, because I forgot, or not really forgot, but put aside doing the Sumeru interlude. So this video is all for you. I apologize. I'm so sorry. And I love you guys so much. All of you are amazing.
But who'd have thought that...
If you don't mind, I'd love to show you all my outline for the book I'm writing about Tatarasuna.
Hold on, Sawada. Don't you think that's a bit of a deep dive for a first read?
Well, fair point. In that case, please ease yourselves in gently by taking a look at Akaba's latest essay draft.
Let me give you some background. This all started with the discovery of some records in Tatarasuna. The writings mentioned someone by the name of Mikoshi Nagamasa, who crafted a fine blade. But in the end, he threw it into a fire to destroy it, and killed his servant Katsuragi. Why? Well, no one knows. Apart from the swordmaker, his servant, and the one who wrote this all down, the records also mention a kabuki mono. This seems to be an Inazuman word for an eccentric stranger, someone who dresses funny or acts in an unusual way.
A kabuki mono? I'm gonna start calling people that. Hey yo, back up kabuki mono.
That's right. Akaba's teacher has spent quite some time researching these events on the ground. This kabuki mono lived in Tatarasuna for a while before disappearing without a trace. And shortly afterwards, as Akaba mentioned, things got pretty ugly.
How so?
So first this strange person goes missing, then a murder happens? Seems kind of fishy to Paimon.
Definitely.
Yes, my thoughts exactly. So I helped out too. I asked everyone I could think of if they knew anything about what happened back then. And wow, did I get lucky!
Man, this voice actor's really going hard.
This part's important. I just wanted to make it stand out. It just so happens that a friend of mine works at the government records office. He looked into it for me, and I can now confirm that all the aforementioned individuals did, in fact, live in Inazuma over 400 years ago. Even back then, Tatarasuna was already at the center of Inazuma's smelting industry. The man in charge was a government official named Niwa. Curiously enough, it seems like he went missing too.
Interesting.
Wait, so there are two missing people in the story now?
That's right! What's more, Niwa is a name with a lot of history to it. Have you ever heard of the great swordsmith clans of Inazuma?
Oh, the swordsmiths? Yeah, like Ishin art and so on?
Wow, yes. You really know your stuff. That makes things easier. So basically, this Niwa was a distant relative of the Kaidahara clan, the last practitioners of Ishin art. Something then seems to have happened in the Kaidahara clan, leading to their downfall. I don't know the details, but taken in light of everything else going on around that time, it makes you wonder whether it's all connected somehow.
Interesting.
The Kaidahara clan?
Sawada, you left out the biggest detail of all.
There's more?
Oh, yes, of course. How could I forget? Brace your minds, ladies and gents, for they are about to be blown. Or maybe you won't believe your ears. I wouldn't blame you, of course, because in all my years as a writer, this is by far the most.
Get to the point, for Pete's sake.
According to information acquired by Akaba's teacher, the kabuki mono was not a human, but a puppet.
A puppet?
A puppet?
Oh. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. We're probably talking about the Balladeer here.
Aha! Judging by the looks on your faces, you do know something after all.
Yeah, keep your mouth shut, Paimon.
No! Paimon just meant, how creepy. The way you described it makes it sound like a ghost story.
I agree, it does. But considering that non-human races in Inazuma are by no means uncommon, spooky events are to be expected. And that's exactly what my book is about. Please, take a look.
Alright, Mr. Aggressive, bro. This guy's so aggressive. He's like, read my book! Calm down. Jeez, how disrespectful would it be if I didn't read his book at all?
Oh, and please read my essay draft as well.
Oh, yes. 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 Yes! You guys are gonna get so mad at me for doing that in the... you guys are gonna be like, read it! You wouldn't read this whole thing, bro. You're not gonna stop and sit there and read this entire thing.
Sawada was encouraging me to follow his more creative approach, but I think essays should be grounded in facts. I don't think explaining everything away with mysterious forces will cut it. Oh, how about if I plug the holes in Sawada's narrative with political intrigue? Like, I could put a turf war between rival factions at the center of the whole series of events.
Wait, you're allowed to just make stuff up? Pretty sure you've gone from essay to guessay there.
Yeah, sounds more like a novel.
Akaba, look. Your teacher has researched this extensively. I've reached out to everyone I could think of. Whatever information we have now is all that there is to know. This is as much detail as you're ever going to get. Besides, if there really was a political power struggle going on at anything like the level you seem to be suggesting, what hope would we ever have of finding out the truth?
Good point. Okay, back to the drawing board, I guess. Give me some time. I need to find a new angle on this.
I'll leave it to you.
We have some other stuff to do, so we'll have to say goodbye for now. Good luck with your essay.
All right, thank you. If you find out any more info about all this, please do let me know. Thanks so much.
Alright, Akaba. Those guys are weird. Strange fellow, that one.
Hey, so that thing they were talking about, it has to do with the Balladeer, doesn't it?
I believe so.
Okay, then even if we did know something about it, we probably couldn't share it with them, huh? After all, we kicked his butt and got him locked up. Information about people like that is usually super confidential, isn't it? If you ask Paimon, Akaba should just pick a different topic. There must be as many essay topics as there are trees in the forest. There's no point in...
No point in what? Oh? What's wrong?
Hey, did you see that?
I did.
He just went by. Over there. It looked like...
It looked like... It's the Balladeer! Wow, he's a fast walker, bro.
Balladeer! No, it can't have been. He got locked up. Oh, quick, let's catch up and see.
Yo, how did he walk up here so fast? Look how long it's taking me to run, dude. Here we are. It's Nahida, guys, and the Balladeer standing next to each other. What?
Traveler, Paimon, there you are.
What is the meaning of this?
Nahida, bad news. We just saw the Balladeer strolling around in public.
He's right there in the corner.
Escape or... Ah, it's him!
Sure enough, you're here.
What are you doing here?
Hey, what are you doing in the sanctuary of Surasthana? Aren't you supposed to be locked up? I know you must have a lot of questions. Please, allow me to explain. It was my idea to set the Balladeer free.
What?
We made a deal, and he's gonna do some investigation in Irminsul for me. A deal? Huh. You sure you trust this guy?
What did you expect? Why do you think Sumeru would keep me around otherwise? Or maybe killing me is all you can think about. But if that's the case, why haven't you done it already?
Don't flatter yourself. It was... Nahida said there's still some mysteries in you to figure out.
Ah, so if it were up to you, you'd finish the job? Guess I had you all wrong. There I was thinking you were just getting cold feet.
Oh, trust me. There ain't nothing about my feet that's cold. I don't know what that means, okay? I don't know.
Well, that escalated quickly. Not a good start. Could I ask you all to please calm down? But Paimon's worried about you, Nahida. Don't let him trick you.
It's not every day you see people questioning the God of Wisdom's judgment. Just when you think you've seen it all.
Don't you dare try to drive a wedge between us! As long as the terms are reasonable, I don't think there's a problem in making a deal. Even with the Balladeer.
it makes me so like I don't know. I mean, you know, like it's a little like like bitter. You know, it's a bitter thing. It's the same feeling I felt whenever Zhongli gave whenever he gave a gnosis to Signora is kind of similar to this, because it's very clear that they don't look at good and bad the same way we do. You know what I mean? Like, even though he did bad things, she's still willing to, like, Zhongli would still be willing to make a contract with somebody like this. You know, it's just like, because it's Nahida, I'm going to hear this whole thing out. But I don't like it. It's in universe. Outside, it's cool. Like, I was seeing the Balladeer is cool, but in universe, I can't believe that Nahida would even think about that. Because we just locked him up. The trouble that he was causing. You know what I mean? And it's just like, but anyway.
I, for one, have no reason to doubt you. Considering you even struck a deal with the doctor.
True, see?
Yes, one in which I gained valuable information. You'll come to understand more about that in the fullness of time.
Yeah.
The Balladeer's power was all but completely spent after your battle. He's no longer strong enough to be a strategic threat to us. That puts him in quite a precarious position. Plus, he's a former Harbinger with knowledge of many of the Fatui's sensitive secrets. Being stuck here in Sumeru could make him a sitting duck, depending on how the Fatui plan to respond.
Wait a second. Former? You mean he's not a Harbinger anymore?
I take no pleasure in saying this, but it seems as if the doctor had no intention of welcoming back a loser, so...
Oh, so he tossed you out like trash.
Sometimes it's you using them, other times it's them using you.
Whatever, loser.
Most human relationships are this way. Certainly all the stable ones are. That's how it was between me and the Fatui. And also between each of the Harbingers. So as long as you have some value to offer, nobody will ever abandon you. But after recent events, even I have to admit that I'm not worth quite what I used to be.
Really? What a crying shame.
Well, if the Fatui are gonna reevaluate my utility, I need to have a backup plan for myself.
As we discussed, I don't like causing harm to living beings. And you said you need protection. So, why not join forces with us?
I think these two have made their objection to that idea fairly clear, don't you? And they're your friends, so I guess you'll be siding with them.
Yeah, obviously! Nahida, don't listen to him!
Then let's put that discussion to the side for now. We still have time. Today can be a trial run. Where we go from here will depend on how well we manage to cooperate today.
All right, then I'll do what we agreed.
Good. Go now, and keep in touch.
Nahida, are you serious about this?
Yes. I have my reasons for this decision. In fact, I'm largely doing it for your benefit.
Really?
Yes. As I told you once before, there's information about your twin in Irminsul.
Oh, yeah. Actually, that's the whole reason we came to see you today. So, you have an update on that?
Mm-hmm. You may remember me mentioning that the Fatui had not included your twin's details in the Descender category. This is an extremely important point. It's possible that the Fatui have other information that even I don't know about. And since the Balladeer used to be one of them, he'll be better acquainted with this information than I am. He was granted the power to connect with Irminsul when he almost became the god of a new era. Even though he no longer has the Gnosis, some traces of its power remain in him. He can still connect. The amount of information in Irminsul is vast beyond description. Sifting through all of it without knowing what to look for would take too long, even for me. So I asked the Balladeer to search in Irminsul for any information about the Descenders. He's more familiar with this kind of information, and should be able to find it more quickly.
What if he lies to you?
Exactly! Or what if... Paimon just doesn't trust him! He's treated us as enemies every time we've run into him!
Except the very first time canonically.
I understand. But sometimes, everything is dictated by which side you're on. How things will go in the future depends on what information he brings back. And Traveler, I know what your heart desires most of all. Our minds have connected several times before. There is a corner of your heart reserved for an intense longing. A feeling of being all alone in the dark, searching for the one candle whose light still burns. As Sumeru's deity, it is my responsibility to be on guard against the Balladeer. But as someone who counts you as a friend, I want to do something for you. If this deal with the Balladeer can give you the answers you've been longing to find, then it's worth it.
Well, in that case, then I completely accept everything that you're doing, and I trust you, almighty God of wisdom, and I'm very thankful that you would go through all of this just for me, Nahida. Like, genuinely, that's a very amazing thing, and you've convinced me. I trust you, and I'm sorry for going out of line. Nahida.
It's my pleasure, really. You're Sumeru's hero. You've more than earned it.
Paimon's still worried about this idea. Is there anything we can do to help?
I was going to contact you about that, but then you suddenly showed up on your own accord. Seems like we have a telepathic connection.
Seems like it.
In fact, I was going to ask you to supervise the Balladeer on my behalf while he carries out the task I assigned. Even though he only has a fraction of his full power left, that's still a fraction of a former Harbinger. If you could accompany him, it would put my mind at ease. Of course, I'll be there to help guide you through Irminsul from the outside.
Alright, I'm glad to be able to help.
Great, thank you. Prepare yourselves. I'm going to transport you into Irminsul.
Alright, I'm ready.
Wow, it looks pretty different here compared to last time.
Oh my gosh, it does look
Colors
different.
are gentler. Guess that must be because Sumeru's at peace now.
The tree's like broken though. There's the Balladeer.
Look at that. Hot on my heels. You know, you didn't have to cut your catch-up short just to keep me company. Oh, but I guess you panicked when you realized that I might enter Irminsul ahead of you.
Nahida sent me to babysit you.
Shut your beak, jailbird! No way a prisoner gets to be so smug!
I understand that prisoners have to put up with harassment from the guards, but right now, I'm on temporary release, so maybe you should think about backing off a little.
Sounds like a successful rendezvous. I need to be quite clear about something. In a few moments, you'll be entering into the innermost region of Irminsul. It is an environment like no other, and the most important place in all of Sumeru. Unlike anywhere else, Irminsul's inner region consists exclusively of torrents of information. You must put aside your differences and be extremely careful as you navigate your way through. I know there are many grievances between you, on both sides, but it is essential that you remain calm after entry. This is as much for your own safety as anything else.
Okay.
Fine, let's call it truce. But only until
For now, we'll
this
call it
mission's over.
truce. Exactly. Only until this mission's... As soon as the moment that this mission's over, I'm just...
Let's cut each other a little slack, shall we? We are going to be traveling together after all. Per my agreement with Lesser Lord Kusanali, I'll be at the front. It's my job to lead the way and get rid of any obstacles in our path. All you have to do is keep your pretty eyes open and try not to fall behind.
Oh, he called me pretty.
You sure are confident. Paimon will give you that. You make it sound like you're even more experienced at adventuring than us.
If there are no further objections, I suggest we get going. Or did you need some time to mentally prepare yourselves?
Ew! Ugh, the snark on this guy. It's unbearable.
Focus on doing your job, we'll be fine.
We can start now.
Irminsul access granted. Initiating connection procedure.
Is this a small sapling? Oh, darn it! Come on, let's catch up with him. Wow. So this is the inside of Irminsul.
It looks just like that thing from the Ahsoka show. Anakin is like training with Ahsoka one last time. It's pretty cool.
Ooh. Paimon's never seen anything like this.
Whoa.
And it feels like a sacred place.
It does, and why does it? It looks like interesting. That is so interesting.
Irminsul is closely intertwined with the entirety of Teyvat. Every bit of information flowing here means something. Pick your jaws up off the floor. It's time to go.
It looks like it almost, it's hard to really explain because it looks liquidy, but then it also looks like technology. Like, you see these like little like wavy things? It looks like little tiny like electric things like just going through circuits. Like it's like a, but at the same time it's like very fluid.
Why is
and
it
like
that Paimon just wants to do the opposite of everything he says?
Yeah, me too.
Lesser Lord Kusanali, we will now proceed to the heart of Irminsul.
Can you still sense where the heart of Irminsul is?
Yes. Permission to begin searching for information there?
Permission granted. Go ahead.
Let's go. Stay close. Don't go running off.
Hey, so say we did go running off in here. What would happen? What are you smirking at?
I was just imagining the look on your travel companion's face if you went and got lost. Anything.
Don't even joke about that.
You can't rule anything out. So if you want to stay safe, your best option is to stick close to me.
We'll stay close to you. But not because I'm scared or anything. It's to protect Paimon. Should I go run off, see what happens? Ah! Oh, it doesn't. Oh, it didn't work. I love this song so much.
These sapling things have spread out.
Those are all packets of information from inside Irminsul. Be careful not to touch them.
Oh, not to touch them. Okay. You're about to walk right into one, dude.
It looks the same in every direction.
This space is indeed unusual, but it seems that the Balladeer is more used to it this time.
No wonder he mentioned about getting lost. Huh. What do you know? He was actually telling the truth. Is he mocking me again? What is it this time?
The Balladeer's design is great.
There's a time and a place to lie, but this definitely isn't it. So why don't you relax your guard a little?
I want the Balladeer so bad.
We're here.
He is a character I could be, right? Like you can, like they released him, right?
What a huge tree!
Lesser Lord Kusanali,
Good, you made it. Are you ready?
ready when you are.
Then please begin. Preparing to access cognitive currents. Establishing waypoint.
The Balladeer's actually doing what Nahida tells him. Guess he must want to stay alive.
He hasn't put up any resistance, and he seems good at working on the front line. Maybe he had a similar role in the Fatui? First Akaba, then in Swada's stories? First Akaba and Swada's stories, now this? What a strange individual.
The rest is up to you. If you discover anything at all, make sure to share it with us.
Will do.
For once, we're the ones with nothing to do.
Traveler, Paimon, would you like to talk? Yes, I've also invited Paimon to join.
Huh? What the? We can talk to each other inside our heads?
That's part of it. Plus, we're all friends. There's nothing wrong with us talking like this once in a while.
Paimon's never tried this before. This is great! So, Paimon's been wanting to ask you something. Don't you think the Balladeer's a bit of a walking contradiction? He's always talking back, but he seems to listen to what you say.
Yes, he seems to excel at doing odd jobs for others.
As I told you before, there are still some mysteries for him to resolve. Things that are clear as day to me, but that he has yet to understand. Perhaps today will be the day that he finds some answers.
Is this about his past and the betrayals and all those other events in Inazuma?
Well done. Smart and attentive as always.
Actually, I caught a glimpse of a few things when I ran into Hypatia at Paris Dia.
So, you made contact with that part of his mind. Well, it's true. Betrayal turned the Balladeer into the person he is today.
Huh. Paimon thought nothing could get under that guy's skin. Turns out, he can get hurt and angry just like anyone else.
Everyone has a history, Paimon. Even if you're a puppet created by the Electro Archon.
Speaking of puppets, we ran into two people at the Academia today talking about an essay. Turns out their topic was about the Tatarasuna incident. Nahida, do you know anything about that?
If you mean the mysterious events, the Kabuki Mono and so on, yes. I know about all of that.
Really? Because from what they were saying, it sounded like lots of Tatarasuna's history is still unexplained. And most of the information we have now is just from people filling the gaps with their imagination. At least that's what they thought.
Oh? How interesting. Those two managed to deduce quite a lot through guesswork alone.
So the Gese got it right?
Well, they guessed right about one thing. Tatarasuna was sabotaged.
Must be a riveting conversation you three are having. Funny how all the good ones happen when I'm not involved.
What makes you think we're talking to each other?
Don't insult me. You're having a private conversation without me. Obviously, I must be the topic of said conversation.
We have every right to keep certain things confidential, sir.
Of course you do. You can't have your prisoner knowing too much.
So, have you found anything yet?
Still looking. Don't get your hopes up, though. You and your twin come from
keep
outside
yawning.
this world. It wouldn't surprise me if there was nothing on either of you in Irminsul at all.
That's crazy to think about.
Wait, how did you know about that? Did Nahida tell you?
It's not like we've never met before. And anyway, you're world famous. It'd be more surprising if I didn't know a few things about you.
Every conversation with you is hard work, man. I'm sorry.
Right now, we have to keep the peace. I'm not interested in creating more misery for myself. And making cordial conversation is something I can manage. Huh? Wait.
This light. It looks similar to those saplings. What could it be?
Anonymous data.
Hey, don't you forget the agreement. You have to share it with us.
Shh. Just wait.
Mr. Niwa, are you certain this is worth the risk? We are talking about Tatarasuna's furnace, after all. It may not pay to act rashly.
There's no one else who can enter the furnace. It has to be me.
Is that so? Well, since you insist.
It's...
Niwa was the man in charge of Tatarasuna, plus he belongs to the lineage of Ishian art.
Whoa!
I have been in Tatarasuna for some time now. You have shown me great hospitality, as has Mikoshi Nagamasa, and indeed, everyone else. Under your leadership, Tatarasuna is a warm, welcoming place. Like a giant village. People are gainfully employed. Their lives have purpose. They are motivated. As I understand, the Raiden Shogun has, in recent years, eliminated much of the evil that plagued Inazuma. As for Tatarasuna, it was originally established as a means of safely disposing crystal marrow.
Didn't we do a side mission together with that? In Inazuma, there's like that huge, like, it looked like an electrical dome over this place, and I remember, I'm pretty sure it's a Tatarasuna furnace, and there was this guy that was like we had to go in it, and cause like all the, I'm pretty sure there were like Fatui, and actually I never fully finished that quest because it was super long and the guy talked so much. But I'm pretty sure we were. I actually kind of want to go back now just because of this. That's pretty cool.
The forging industry with crystal marrow as a raw material has since flourished, giving rise to generations of swordsmiths. Some world-renowned, others unknown, all passing on their legacy. Skills, blood, dreams. Every smith brought into this trade looks to find their purpose between steel and blade. That is why you accepted the proposal brought to you by myself and Akame.
Yes, well, were it not for you coming to Inazuma and happening to make Akame's acquaintance, the two of you never would have joined forces. And he would be the first to admit that there's no way he could have revolutionized our forging process like this on his own. At least not on the same timescale. You allowed Akame to take all the credit for a method that you jointly developed. He sold it to me, and now every piece of ore here is smelted using the new technique. Even now, you remain one of Tatara Suna's key consultants, working right here alongside us. I believe it is you, sir, who are truly responsible for the changes in our manufacturing and forging methods.
You flatter me. From the outset, I saw much that was commendable in the forging industry of Inazuma, and it has been my great honor to befriend you all.
So you say, Escher. But is this really the truth?
My good sir, what do you mean?
I tried to resist thinking it was all connected, because I didn't want to speculate, and I didn't want to believe that things could turn out this way. What have we gained from adopting your new technology? Ominous black smoke? Mounting production problems? Worker fatigue and casualties are up and continuing to rise at an alarming rate. And recently, as you well know, someone died because of that strange filth inside the furnace. We've kept the truth from spreading outside, but still, I suspect you understand it better than I do. None of the people who went out to get help have come back. Now, our mutual friend, the Kabuki Mono, is taking the Golden Feather to Narukami Island to seek an audience with Shogun. This is our last hope, but that doesn't faze you, does it, Escher? Nothing does. Otherwise, why would you still be standing there with that smile on your face?
Yo, why is he looking at it? Relax, bro.
I'm just surprised that you finally chose to be so sincere. I'm sure you've been harboring these suspicions for quite some time.
Mikoshi Nagamasa may have noticed that there was one common denominator among all these events. Namely you, Escher. But Mr. Mikoshi is more cautious than I. He does things by the book.
After all, Nagamasa is the adopted son of Mikoshi Torachiyo, the yokai struck down by the Shogun's own hand. If he truly seeks to redeem his family's honor, an abundance of caution is well advised.
You're well informed on the subtleties of his situation for a mechanic all the way from Fontaine. Are you sure you're not a little overqualified?
Why, Mr. Niwa, are you suggesting I find a job as a diplomat? Sadly, I am so very attached to my craft.
Enough, Escher. I'm here because an evil force is raging inside the furnace. And someone needs to take your new device inside the high-risk zone so we can absorb it and put an end to the problem. I'm in charge here. And I'm about to take some responsibility and head inside. Probably to my death. But what about you? What are you still doing here?
Judging from the look in your eyes,
dude,
you don't seem to trust me.
When did he get that close? I'm sorry. Bro, back up, dude. Like, nobody does that. Nope. You're not. Oh my gosh.
Drop the act. We're past that now. Whoever you are, it looks like your plan to destroy Tatara Suna has worked. I just want to know what you're still doing here. What's left? Don't you have all your answers by now?
Honestly, I'm just waiting for the right moment. A moment like this, where you finish talking and I stop you from entering the furnace.
You...
You're a little smarter than I initially gave you credit for. I thought I'd disguised myself exceptionally well, at least for the first few days.
Nah.
To my surprise, you had your people look into my background right from the start. It's a long journey from Inazuma to Fontaine, but that didn't stop them. Eventually, they managed to confirm that Escher was an alias, and that I was not from Fontaine at all. And yet, despite all of that, you still fail to realize my true identity, and what I seek in Tatarasuna.
If you kill me, there's no one who can get inside the furnace. So you're really going to destroy this place? Is that it?
Oh, but you're quite wrong. There is one other person. Some may not see him as a person, but you told him yourself. You're not a puppet. You're a human. You're just missing a heart.
Huh. So he can get in there.
Whoever you're working for won't get away with this. They'll be found out. But this makes no sense. What are you really trying to accomplish by all this? Why go to all this trouble?
It's no trouble at all. Patience is a virtue which I have in abundance. This is all part of a carefully controlled experiment. If you must know, I'm happy to divulge my true identity. I'm a Fatui Harp.
What?
Call me the Doctor.
Oh my gosh, I should have recognized his voice! That's what the doctor looks like? Under his mask? Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh.
The Fatui?
Oh my gosh, oh my gosh.
Who? What do you want?
Brother, what?
Just to create a minor inconvenience for your nation.
That's it? That's why you gave us your cursed technology? Just to let loose the evil energy from the crystal marrow?
Look how even the righteous soul is filled with venom when faced with its demise.
Is this the, like, original doctor? You know how, like, there's a bunch of different types of is this the original?
My device functions precisely as you say. It is the only chance you have of preventing a catastrophe and keeping the truth from the outside world. However, I did not make it with you in mind.
Is Escher his real name, or he said it's an alias, but like, I would assume, like, because an alias is just another name, right? So he has a bunch of aliases, but one of them could be his real name, correct? So like, is Escher his real name?
It is easier for a person to be possessed by evil spirits when they are filled with hate. So give in to your fury. I want to see what happens when a malevolent heart is placed into an unsuspecting puppet. Make no mistake, even without you, that pure, innocent puppet would only end up being used by someone else instead. What other reason would a human have for befriending one who is not of our kind?
If you give him my heart, tell him that both Nagamasa and I see him as one of us. He has nothing to prove to anyone. Because not everyone
He's literally bleeding out.
just wants to use other people. The only ones who think like that
The voice acting's amazing.
are people like you.
What a beautiful way to see the world. It almost makes me feel a little guilty. Then out of respect for you, I shall redefine myself. Think of me as a monster or a demon, if you wish. At least this way your death is not a consequence of your own folly turning you into an easy target. You simply lost to something more powerful than you
He's
could
already
ever
dead,
hope to defeat.
but the doctor's still talking. He's like, yo, like...
I say, Mr. Niwa, let's see what happens. Will your puppet friend become a human? No, that will prove quite impossible. Mr. Niwa? Already dead. What a pity.
Wow. Whoa! Okay, I wasn't expecting that.
Jester, I have completed the task you gave me. Creating a gap and infiltrating Inazuma's inner workings. What fun it was. I'd like to introduce a puppet to you. If he proves useful, let's make him our newest comrade. And if not, let's turn him to dust.
Oh man, he is such a great villain. He's so cool.
Hey, are you alright?
Finding that out about yourself, that must be so, like, the feelings he's going through as the ballad, you know what I mean? Like...
Dottore. Dottore! Good. Good.
Was that the doctor? Did he turn into a mechanic from Fontaine? But why did we see things from his perspective?
When I touched the doctor to confirm whether he'd eliminated all his segments, I read this memory in his mind. You have to admit, it must be the truth.
Maybe so, but it means nothing.
Does it? But this memory shows that Niwa didn't betray you. He never meant for you to be the one to take the device into the furnace. You know very well what that means. Even more so than I.
This betrayal was a lie that he has believed for hundreds of years. Was this part of Doctor's experiment? Probably. Makes sense. Not only his experiment, but that'd be a way of, like, controlling the Balladeer, too.
Let's give him some space. He looks really mad. Paimon doesn't want to be anywhere near him right now.
Okay, let's go over there then.
We need to give him some time to process his emotions.
Paimon's still confused about the Tatarasuna incident. So, the doctor was behind it, but why has that gotten him so worked up?
Nobody has ever deceived you like that, Paimon. It's natural that you find it difficult to understand. Perhaps he needed to learn this someday. So now you have the complete picture. Katsuragi took the kabuki mono to live with the people of Tatarasuna. Later, the doctor showed up, disguised as the mechanic from Fontaine. And that's when the trouble began. It was all a horrific experiment planned by the doctor. Everything he did was just to plant seeds of disaster in Inazuma that would bear fruit in the future.
Wow.
Of all the unwitting participants in the doctor's experiment, the Balladeer became the main test subject.
What does the Doctor have against Inazuma specifically? Like, why does he just want to see it crumble and you know, destruction and all that? Like, why? Like, from my understanding, and maybe I just didn't understand, but it just seems like he wants to do it just because he just wants to. Like, he just wants to see it happen. He wants to, like, it's like he's doing something to see the chain of reaction that's caused by his actions, and it's just a big experiment for him. It's like, oh, I wonder what's gonna happen. That's what it seems like.
After the events you just saw in that memory, the doctor put Niwa's heart into the device and handed it to the Balladeer. Then, he instructed him to enter the furnace and absorb all the filth caused by the smelting process.
Oh?
The load was far beyond what he expected, but the Balladeer survived. He left the furnace in sheer exhaustion and said to the mechanic, "This device seems to have protected me. What's in it?" The mechanic answered, "Niwa fled this place for fear of punishment, but he left you a gift. He said it's the one thing that you've been looking for." He took it straight from the chest of one of his innocent servants. The mechanic removed the withered heart from the device as he spoke. The Balladeer was stunned that such unthinkable cruelty had brought him the thing he'd been longing for his entire life. A heart acquired through cold-blooded murder is a cursed thing, but it has protected him from the filth. He thought Niwa had completely betrayed him, and yet this very betrayal had ensured his survival. Overwhelmed with anger and sorrow, the Balladeer threw the heart to the ground and left Tatarasuna without looking back.
Holy moly. So the doctor killed an innocent man and pinned everything on the victim? That's terrible.
But it doesn't mean that vengeance was the right decision.
Yes. Only if he understands this can he choose a new path forward.
So do you guys think the Balladeer is going to become a good guy slowly? Because I'm sensing a redemption arc, which is cool. I think that's awesome for his character.
Tottori, you brazen-faced... Niwa didn't run from justice. You killed him.
Shall we see how he's doing? Hey, you alright? That's a scary expression.
Are you worried about me? If we didn't have such a history, I'd almost think that qualifies me to be your friend.
We just want to make sure this doesn't affect the plan, dude.
It won't. I'll keep my end of the deal.
Hey, are you investigating the stuff we want to know about?
That's why we're here. But unfortunately, there's no information about the Descenders in Irminsul.
Even if you can't find anything, that seems to confirm it. Irminsul does not keep records on the Descenders. Anyone who comes from beyond this world is not counted as part of Tevat.
Oh, does that mean we have to leave empty-handed?
Not unexpected, but still, thanks.
Don't thank me just yet. You look really upset. Well, since Irminsul was a dead end, I guess I can share some other info that might interest you.
I find that so interesting. That there's no information about us because we're not here, like we're not from here. And it just really makes me want to know even more, like where are we actually from? Technically speaking, it's theorized that all the Hoyoverse games are connected through that tree, just through like some huge multiverse, but it works differently than like a traditional multiverse. It's more of like a tree with leaves on it. And each leaf represents that a reality or a dimension with a bunch of little, like a reality with a bunch of little worlds in that, you know what I mean? Like it's just, I mean, it could possibly have come from a game that we've already, not me, but you guys have already experienced in the past. It's possible. You'd never know. You'd have no idea. So I just think that's really cool.
Huh? About what?
Is that something that's ever elaborated on, guys, from the future? You know what I mean? Is that something that's elaborated on, or?
The reason why there are records about your brother in Irminsul. It might have something to do with Conria. Apparently, Conria was his first destination when he arrived in this world. Plus, he only came to this world because the heavens responded to the summoning.
The heavens responded?
The jester told me this himself. You can take his word on this. He was a royal mage in Conria, and lived with your brother for a time.
The jester?
I don't know the details. It's up to you whether you want to believe me. All I can say is, I wouldn't lie to you about this. Did you get all that, Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Yes. Astonishing news.
Does this info count towards my mission? It wasn't from Irminsul, but was it valuable?
Very valuable.
Good. In that case, I'll take some time for myself now.
Huh? What have you done?
Lesser Lord Kusanali was right. My power's all but completely spent. Even if I use all of the divine power left in me, I can't sustain this shield for very long. I shared a secret with you, and now you owe me. So in return, I'd like you to answer a question for me.
What do you want to know?
Give me your hand. Can you hear my voice inside your head?
Are you trying to brainwash me?
No, I can't do anything like that anymore. At most, all I can
Paimon's
do is
like-
exchange a few words with you.
Paimon, touch his shoulder so you could be included in the conversation.
So tell me, in this world, is it possible to change the past?
Why would you ask that?
Done.
Huh? What the? What happened? Paimon only saw you hold hands for a second.
Nothing. I was just thanking her for helping me.
Did he see me hesitate? But that was because I know about Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. But
So
not to.
long.
Oh, I didn't let me read it.
I suggest you get yourselves out of here quickly.
It didn't let me read that. I'll look back. I'll look back at it when I'm editing.
Where are you going? Hey, wait up! Didn't you say not to go running off?
Balladeer, stop!
Fast reaction time. But I don't think we'll be seeing each other again.
Again? Ever?
From this day forth, the names Balladeer and Kabukimono will cease to exist. Those who died in Tatarasuna because of me deserve another chance at life.
Hey, Balladeer! Don't do anything stupid!
Wait, is he trying to erase himself, period? Is that what he's saying? Like, that's why he said, could you change the past? Is he saying, like, if he never existed, then all the horrible things he's done never happened, and all the people he's killed wouldn't die? Is that what he's saying? Because he just... That's sad.
You know, I never did like insects. Hordes of the puny things swarming together can be a real nuisance. And I enjoy nothing more than to stamp them out like the pests they are. But if a colony of harmless ants isn't threatening anyone, I guess they deserve to be left alone. Luckily, everything can be set right. It's time to solve this once and for all.
How? What are you about to do right now?
Balladeer! Uh-oh, he disappeared. Come on, we gotta find him somehow.
What is he trying to do?
Oh no, he's really gone.
Oh, can you hear me?
Nahida!
Traveler, Paimon, Balladeer, what happened just now? I was suddenly cut off by some kind of power.
It was the Balladeer's fault. He shut you out.
I didn't think he'd be capable of something like that with so little power left.
Well, we tried to tell you.
Did he keep some of his power hidden when he was defeated? Or did he achieve something beyond his abilities, and it took everything he had?
Where the heck did he go? Ugh, it's all our fault. We were supposed to keep an eye on him. Sorry, Nahida.
Don't be. It's not your fault. Please, let me handle this from here, even though I'm not sure I can solve it. We're running out of time. Follow my lead and get out of Irminsul as soon as possible.
We're out! And we're at, an inn or something?
This is an emergency. I'll have to ask you to stay here for now. Everything's arranged, and nobody will disturb you.
Isn't there anything I can do?
I'm sorry, but this isn't something I need your help with. Leave this one to me.
An emergency? How bad is it? Nahida, will you be okay?
Don't worry. If my assessment is correct, though there may be some minor disturbances, it won't lead to a disaster. Please rest and recover your strength here until I say it's safe.
Her voice has gone. Paimon can't shake the feeling that something really big has happened. What do you think the Balladeer meant? And why did he suddenly grab onto you before?
Paimon doesn't remember the Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, and the Balladeer's question was a strange one. It's hard to explain in full, and truth might be very distressing for Paimon. I'll skip the part about Greater Lord Rukkhadevata for now and focus on the Balladeer.
He wants to change the past? But surely that's impossible!
It's not easy, that's for sure.
Right! You rewrite history. All that stuff happened already in real life. It's like, imagine Paimon drank all the water in this inn. Even if no one was there to see it, Paimon would sure as heck remember drinking it.
Yeah, great example.
So, why does Paimon still have a bad feeling about this? Paimon can't help but feel scared about what he might do. Paimon's so confused.
Maybe he wants to erase himself from history.
Huh?
Paimon, are you okay?
Sorry. Paimon accidentally... It's the Balladeer's fault for causing Paimon all this mental stress.
Oh, Paimon, if I was there, I'd give you a hug. I'd give you some, you know, snacks or something. I'm sure they got snacks in here. I'd cook you a little snack because you gotta eat, bro. It's obvious that you're hungry and you're thirsty.
But erasing yourself from history? It's unthinkable. Is that really possible in Irminsul?
I'm just guessing here.
Uh-oh. Paimon's head is overheating from trying to understand what he's up to. And it's still not working. Ugh. Paimon's had it with that little brat. He's been nothing but trouble ever since we met him. There's no way he'll actually succeed, right? Otherwise, won't everyone who's connected to him be affected too?
Indeed. If the Balladeer does erase himself from Irminsul, many people in Inazuma will be affected. I can't imagine that situation would look like. Worst case scenario, it will affect everyone with a connection to the Raiden Gakuden. Kazuha, Ayaka, Ayato. Will this mean they'll disappear?
There's nothing we can do about it at this point. Hey, have you got any ideas on what we should do next?
I don't know, dude, but we literally warned Nahida about this. And now everybody's surprised, not us, but Nahida's surprised that he was capable of doing something crazy. You know what I mean? It's like...
Seems like now there's nothing left for us to do but to go to sleep. But Paimon's still so worried. Paimon won't be able to sleep a wink tonight. So, how about, we list all our favorite foods to take our mind off things?
That sounds like a great idea.
If that doesn't work, Paimon's probably gonna collapse of anxiety here.
Well, let's see. Sushi, fries. I said fries already, right? That's pretty much it. I mean, my favorite food in the world over everything is sushi, but fries are really good too. I don't care. Like, if somebody was like, yo, what would your last meal be before dying? I'd pick the most random things. I'm not gonna be like, well, eating fries and sushi doesn't make sense. No, I'm gonna eat McDonald's fries, sushi. I'm gonna have lo mein and a cheeseburger and pizza. I want some tostones, some pastelillos, some relleno de papas, all of it together at the same exact time. I don't care. I don't care. And I'll eat ice cream too.
Alright, Paimon will start. First dish. Munstack grilled fish. Oh, and chicken mushroom skewers. And Dragon chili chicken. Almond tofu. Satisfying salad.
Yes.
Oh, also Adeptus Temptation, golden shrimp balls, triple layered consomme, lotus seed and bird egg soup.
Yes. Paimon, I love you. She's just like me. We love food. Hey, wake up, sleepyhead. What's wrong, Paimon?
What was Paimon supposed to be doing just now? Paimon was, talking? Huh. Paimon suddenly can't remember what she was talking about. What was it again?
Did he already affect time? I thought we were just falling asleep and they were being lazy because we were standing up. And it was like, well, we're not falling asleep standing up. I just thought they were just being lazy with the animation. But no. I think time just reset a little bit. Something changed.
The Balladeer? Is that a food too? Huh. Weird name though.
Oh my gosh. This is so peak. This is... Oh my gosh, I don't even know what to like. This is crazy. What the heck? Paimon doesn't remember the Balladeer? That must mean he actually pulled it off? But how did he have that ability? This doesn't make any sense.
What's wrong? Your eyes are like saucers. Was it something Paimon said?
No, it's nothing, Paimon.
So, the Balladeer. Is that someone's name? 'Cause it sounds like a nickname or something.
Oh my gosh. If this is really happening, I need to know what else has changed. Paimon, come with me.
Okay, sure. Where are we going?
I want to go back to Inazuma.
Huh? Fine by Paimon, but is everything okay? You're acting like this is an emergency.
There's no time to explain. Let's get over there first. Dude, this is insane. I'm so hyped. I'm so hyped right now. So this is insane stuff, man. This is so insane. But any reason to come back to Inazuma is always a good one, man. This is literally one of my favorite places of all time. Hello, Catherine.
Astra Abyssosk.
We made it to Amanoma Smithy.
Ah, it's been a while.
Pardon me. I'd like to ask a question, if I may.
Of course. Go ahead.
About the Raiden Gakuden.
Oh. Now there's a question I wasn't expecting. Very well. I'll tell you what I know. The once renowned Raiden Gakuden, comprised of 5 branches. Amenoma, Futsu, Ishin, Hyakume, and Senju. The art of forging practiced by these 5 clans was first taught to them personally by the almighty Shogun. Over time, the 5 branches diverged from one another as generations of bladesmiths honed and perfected their craft until they became 5 distinct traditions.
Wow.
Most of the great swordsmith clans of old have since fallen into decline, and for a long time, only the Amenoma branch kept its art alive.
Yo, what the heck is up with his hair? Has his hair always been like that? Yeah, I'm gonna do that to my hair. My forehead's already big, so I might as well.
But fortunately, Kaedehara Kazuha recently returned to Inazuma and took up the mantle of the Ishin art. Now, 2 clans remain of the original Gakuden 5. If my memory serves me right, you yourself were present when he forged the Ishin blade.
Oh yeah, we were. Paimon remembers that now.
Yeah.
We learned a bit about the decline of the Raiden Gakuden then too. It seems like such a shame.
What was the reason behind their decline?
That, my friends, is a tragic tale indeed. In fact, this was not made known to me for most of my life. All these years, I knew of those great clans' demise, but never the cause. Only recently, when the question was on my mind, did I ask Kaedehara Kazuha about this. He told me that, as we are both heirs to a branch of the Raiden Gakuden, it was right that I should know the truth. There is no harm in telling you, but I must warn you. It is a dark and sorrowful tale. The Raiden Gakuden were the targets of a murderous rampage by a vengeful bladesmith.
Vengeful? Why?
400 years ago, so I'm told, there was a catastrophic malfunction in Tatarasuna's furnace. One brave swordsmith heard the commotion and chose not to flee, but he rushed to the scene, hoping to prevent a disaster. Tatarasuna was home to a state-of-the-art forging and smelting operation in that day, and overseeing it was the armory officer. His surname was Niwa, though he had family ties to the Kaedehara clan. Knowing that they had just one chance to save countless lives, Mr. Niwa and the swordsmith leaped together into the furnace. The furnace quickly stabilized, but neither of them made it out.
So that's the new past. This is what the new history. Because for those who don't understand, okay, their entire past was now rewritten, okay? Of this. Lumine is the only one that remembers it, and I'm assuming it's because she's not from this world, and since she's not really connected to Urban Soul, resetting all of the history of this reality doesn't matter because she's not even a part of it. In this universe, you know what I mean? In this world, that's how it works. That's what it seems like. And by erasing himself from the past, it changed events, right? And now every single person that we're going to talk to has a new, like, it's like this is how it always was. Instead of Mr. Niwa dying by the hands of the doctor, right? Instead of that, now it's this. Very interesting.
The smith's death, though heroic, dealt a devastating blow to his family's fortunes. His orphan son was left to fend for himself and grew up deeply resentful at the world. In his heart, the whole of Inazuma was culpable in his tragedy. He hated the almighty shogun for her apparent indifference towards his father's death, and he hated everyone who had done nothing to try and save him. Powerless and destitute, the only legacy he had to pass on to his children was his hatred. Generation after generation bore this grudge, living in utter misery. Alas, if only the story could have ended there. But 100 years ago, the then head of this family reached the end of his wits. He could bear their fate no longer, and yet he could do nothing to change it. Finally, he made a drastic decision to take revenge on the Raiden Gokuden. In doing so, he sought to vent his pent anger and shake the very foundations of Inazuma's forging industry. In his fury, he murdered indiscriminately, killing even bladesmiths from the Hyakume clan which he belonged to. His goal was absolute, the devastation of all of the Raiden Gokuden. But when he came to the Kaedehara and Kamisato clans, his killing spree came to an abrupt end. He failed to catch them unawares. They fought back fiercely, and they did not spare his life.
I wouldn't either.
That is why the Kaedehara clan and their Ishin art survived that day. I suppose they were the lucky ones, under the dire circumstances.
The legend of the Raiden Gokuden has changed. Someone else attacked the swordsmiths. It looks like the Balladeer did something in Irminsul, but it seems Niwa still died. Canon event. Canon event. You could try to change the past, but certain things are going to happen no matter what. Certain things are going to happen no matter what. You ever seen Groundhog Day? In Groundhog Day, he's trapped in the same day every single day, no matter what. And then he comes across this homeless guy that dies because he's homeless. And he thinks, well, since I'm here every day, I'm going to try to save this guy's life. So he keeps trying to, you know, the next day, reset. He comes, he invites him to his home, still dies. He comes, invites him to his home, he feeds him, still dies. He takes him to the doctors, still dies. There's nothing you can do about it. He's meant to die when he's meant to die. You know what I mean? And there's certain, so I feel like it's kind of the same thing here. Like Niwa, as sad as it is, was always meant to die. Always. How he's meant to die changes. You know, it changes, but it's still meant to happen no matter what you do to time. I find that very interesting.
Was there anything else you wanted to ask?
Have you seen Kazuha recently?
Kazuha? Why, yes. Just yesterday, in fact. We spoke for a while over some tea. He seemed well.
Phew, so he still exists? And he's the same Kazuha, I know. Things don't seem as bad as I feared last night. That's all. Thank you very much.
My pleasure.
Don't tell Paimon. There are other places you want to visit too, right? Your expression says it all. You can't hide anything from Paimon. On to the next stop. Lead the way, traveler. Paimon will be right behind you.
Maybe we'll bump into Ayaka here.
We're here. This is the Yashiro Commission's headquarters, so...
Traveler, it's been a while.
Hello?
If you're looking for the Commissioner and Miss Kamisato, I'm afraid your timing is unfortunate.
Bro, who voiced this
They're
guy?
not here right now.
Get him out of the studio, bro. Whose voice is that?
Are they out on business?
He sounds like they'll be back soon. Don't worry about it.
The Commissioner is out on business, and Miss Kamisato is standing in for some meetings in the Commissioner's place. If it's urgent, you're welcome to wait inside until they get back.
Until they get back. Shut up, bro.
What do you think? Shall we go in?
Thank you. We'll take you up on that offer. Can we take a walk in the courtyard?
If it were anyone else, I couldn't allow it. But seeing as you're so close with the Commissioner and Miss Kamisato, I think it should be okay.
We'll be heading in then. Thanks!
Hello, dears. Is there something you want to say?
Hey, could I ask you a few questions, ma'am?
Of course, traveler. Yes, I know who you are. Miss Kamisato has told me about you. What would you like to know?
How are the Commissioner and Miss Kamisato these days?
Oh, they're both very well indeed. Lately, Miss Kamisato has been rather busy attending all kinds of meetings and occasionally paying visits to some local organizations on the Commissioner's behalf. As for the Commissioner himself, well, you know, busy as ever. That much hasn't changed. Although he does seem to be in a rather good mood these days.
So pretty much business as usual in the Yashiro Commission, huh?
Very much so.
Ayato is still the Yashiro Commissioner. Ayaka is still the lady of the house. No changes there. As far as I could see, nothing changed in the Yashiro Commission either. I was expecting as much, but it's still a big relief to know that the Kamisato siblings are both safe and well.
Well, got any more questions?
That's all for now. Many thanks.
You're very welcome. In fact, I would love nothing more than for you to come and visit more often. But I'm sure you must be far too busy to have time for that. Miss Kamisato talks about you all the time. She seems so thrilled to have you as a friend, and she's always saying how talented you are and how much she admires you. I must say, many things in Inazuma seem to have taken a turn for the better since you arrived here. So you're not just Miss Kamisato's knight in shining armor, you know. You're a hero to us all.
I'm flattered.
Alright, goodbye for now. Where are we going next?
Tatsurasuna. Hey, I literally just said I want to go there, so...
Great! Goodbye, ma'am! Don't worry, we'll see ourselves out.
All right, then. Take care now. Hope to see you soon.
See ya.
Oh, are you two leaving already?
Yeah, we got what we needed.
Yep, everything's taken care of now. Don't worry.
Very well. Safe travels. Goodbye.
See ya, hero. Xavier is... Yeah, see? This is the furnace. Could you imagine that they would make me do all of it to do this? So maybe it's a good thing that we started it back then. The data has almost been gathered, and it is now time to retrieve our beacons. Leave it to me. That I shall, that I shall. Best to be quick and sneaky too. Don't let those Fatui stop you. Alright. So it looks like we gotta go in. Yo, I just launched her, dude.
Rise with the sun! Light of the blazing sun!
Nice and spicy. Oz, reveal thyself. Transgressions. I summon thee.
Ow! I can't move!
The end of our legacy.
Wait, all I had to do was just collect the beacon? It's always gonna be it's always gonna be number 2, if not number 1. You know what I mean? I'm reserving that spot because I feel like there is gonna, like, Snezhnaya, bro, I don't know anything about it. Except for, obviously, like, what it is. I don't know what it looks like. I haven't looked at anything that's released about it. You know what I mean? There's so many videos, like, online, on YouTube. There's this video that I have saved for watch later. It's, like, over-analyzing Snezhnaya, and, like, there's so many videos, man, that I want to watch, but I'm staying away from.
The flame burns.
Well, here we are. But what are we looking for?
I didn't mean to kill her.
Or someone?
Do my eyes deceive me, or is that the Traveler and Paimon?
Oh my gosh, Xavier! Like, I didn't see you 2 seconds ago.
Xavier? What are you doing here?
Xavier? No way. That is not his name. Xavier. Xavier? Is that not the same thing?
I was in the general area, and now I'm in this specific area. There, that's me. So what about you two?
Dude, that's a cool name. Xavier is way better than Xavier.
We have some questions and thought you might be able to help.
Certainly do. I've researched the furnace here in some depth. If there's anything you want to know, just ask away.
Well, how well do you understand the history of this area?
Like the back of my hand. Make no mistake, I have been here a good many times before. Not only that, but I've met people in INAZUMA whose families used to live in Tatarasuna years ago. They said it's all true, the history here.
Go on.
Oh, well, it's a long story, don't you know? The tale of Tatarasuna starts a long time ago. I'm told that its history is one of the most foremost forging and smelting operations in the nation, goes back around 1,000 years. Still, the furnace has had a couple of serious maintenance issues along the way.
A couple? When exactly?
One was just in the last few years, the other was several hundred years ago. A fun fact, I'm not the first Fontaine tech guy to come and work on it either. There was a guy back then too.
Really?
They say he was a mechanic who consulted on a technology upgrade. It seems like the technological collaboration between our two nations goes back a long way. How about that?
Mechanic, huh? Looks like the doctor still sabotaged the furnace, leading to all the ensuing chaos. So nothing really changed. Like, I mean, things changed, but it's just how they... Like, everything that happened still happened, but it's how they happened is a little bit different. I don't think anything actually changed.
Hey, weren't you gonna ask Xavier something about Tatarasuna? Come on, ask already.
I am.
Oh, I didn't realize you two were here for a history lesson.
Me neither. Paimon doesn't know what's gotten into this one today. Feels like we've been preparing for a history exam or something.
What brought this on? Did you just wake up today with a sudden burning desire for historical knowledge?
Pretty much. So, can I ask you one more question?
Sure, go ahead.
Have you ever heard of Kabukimono connected to the Tatsosuna?
A kabuki mono? No, I can't say that I have. I do know the word, Inazuman for those eccentric types who always go around dressed to the nines. Just the sort of person that I'd like to meet, actually. But sadly, I've never had the pleasure, nor have I come across anything to do with a kabuki mono where Tatarasuna is concerned.
So there's no more Kabukimono. Did the Balladeer really manage to erase himself from history completely? If so, he must have wanted to change the world and revert everything back to the way it was, but so far, it looks like the majority of changes have only affected himself. Thank you, Xavier.
Of course! Don't mention it.
Oh, we're leaving? Okay, bye, Xavier.
Oh, you're most welcome. More than happy to help.
Hey, it was nice to see you again.
Farewell.
Time to go back and see Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Sure, but what's up with you today? Whatever it is, it seems like it's really troubling you.
It would be a lot to explain, Paimon.
Keep your smile, Spinal Crocodile. No matter what happens, Paimon will always be there for you.
Aww, look at Paimon rhyming, bro. She's so adorable. The most adorable thing in the world. Are you still talking about the essay? Can I read it again?
Oh, of course.
Okay. So now I understand, and I'm mad at myself for not reading. The content has changed. Another effect of tampering with the information in Irminsul. The Balladeer said he'd erased 2 of his names. If he really succeeded, it must have taken all of his might. But still.
Well, what do you think?
It's a masterpiece.
Hey, Traveler. Remember how last time Akaba was saying how he wished he could gather more information about all this? Well, we just got back from INAZUMA. So how about we tell them what we learned?
What did you find out? Something big?
It's a long story. Basically, we have some friends in INAZUMA, and...
Wow, so many new details. Thank you so much for sharing that with us.
Of course.
Well, well. So it all comes down to one man's desire for revenge. Huh. You heard this from a member of the Armanoma clan, you say? Then I guess it must be true. Ugh. So there's no ghost story here after all.
This new information actually lends further credence to my hypothesis. Evidently, swordsmiths were seen as having an incredibly prestigious role in society those days, to the extent that harming them was conceived of, at least by the perpetrator, as a way of exacting revenge against those in power.
Yes, okay, point taken, you were right. But that doesn't mean I can't carry on with my novel.
And they're back at it. These guys are really into this.
Yeah, we've got some things we gotta take care of, so bye for now.
Oh, so sorry. Look at us, prattling on about our projects and ignoring you. Thank you so much for the information.
You're welcome. See ya.
Keep us in the loop if you find out anything else.
Nahida, we're here.
Traveler, Paimon, how have you been?
Ugh, where to start? Paimon hasn't had a moment's rest this whole time. That night, we ended up chatting until suddenly the sun was up. And then she decided she wanted to go to INAZUMA.
I'm investigating the situation with the Balladeer.
The Balladeer? It sounds like some kind of code name.
So she doesn't know either.
You look troubled. Is there something you need to tell me?
Even Nahida doesn't remember. Just like last time, any changes to Irminsul affect her as well. The Balladeer acted quickly. He finished erasing himself before Nahida could stop him. I'm the only one who still remembers the things that were erased. Once again, I am the record keeper.
Traveler?
Hey, what's wrong? You look so upset.
There are things that happen that only I can remember. I have to tell you the truth.
That's quite a story. So, this puppet known as the Balladeer erased himself from Irminsul, hoping that he could change the past.
But how was he even able to do that?
As the Traveler said, he very nearly became Sumeru's deity. Admittedly, I remember it a little differently. I don't recall finding anyone inside the machine after we defeated it.
So, in this new reality now, in this new timeline that was created, we never actually fought the Balladeer, and that was just a robot with nobody in it.
Nevertheless, it does make sense. If someone were to successfully erase themselves from Irminsul, the world would change to reflect the new reality.
So, you believe this person really existed, and we just don't remember him because he literally changed the world?
Yes. Theoretically speaking, it is possible to do this. But I'm struggling to imagine the kind of person who would dare go through with it. The Traveler comes from a world beyond to that. That's why there's no information about her in Irminsul. And it also explains why any changes to Irminsul wouldn't affect her.
Yep, I guessed that.
So if there's anyone in the world capable of retaining memories from a past that has been rewritten, it's you. It's quite incredible when you think about it.
You can say that.
Paimon's having a hard time understanding this Balladeer guy's motivations. Why did he do it?
I can only make inferences based on the information we've been given. As for what kind of person he was, only you remember that.
I'm not really sure. We were enemies after all. I don't know his perspective on all this, so I can't say why he did something so extreme. Did he want to reset everything or save someone, or did he want to completely undo his existence just because? Everything could be set right. It's time to solve this once and for all. Maybe that's all there is to it. I still remember the question he asked me, specifically, and my hesitation gave him his answer. I hesitated because I witnessed Greater Lord Rukkhadevata erase her own existence, but I can't tell Nahida that. To put it in another way, I know why the Balladeer was so sure it could work, but I can't tell them that.
Something else worrying you? Something that you can't share?
I just feel empty.
It couldn't change the fate of the ones who had died, right?
Yes.
Once the Balladeer realized he hadn't been betrayed after all, it must have completely changed his view of the people of Tatarasuna. Now he saw them as friends again. He couldn't keep hating humans after that. And if he thought there was a chance he could save his old friends, it would be hard not to try. The story makes sense, every part of it. The Balladeer tried to achieve godhood with the doctor's help. He was unsuccessful, but retained the power to connect with Irminsul. That power then enabled him to change what was recorded in Irminsul and erase himself, even though he didn't have much strength left.
Yeah, it does make sense, but it still ended in tragedy for his friends. It just feels so hopeless. He gave everything to do this, but it seems like he got nothing in return.
And it didn't do anything. Like, it was kind of like stupid and it was in vain. There was no reason actually. Like, there, in the moment, I'm sure it made sense, but it didn't actually change or fix anything. It just took him out of being the cause to all the different effects that occurred. Does that make sense? Like, he's not the reason it happened anymore, but they all still happened. What exactly did he want to fight back against? The betrayals in his life? Or did he wish he'd never existed at all?
Please wait a moment. I want to check something. Found it. This should be the one.
Whoa. So she can create cubes too?
I have a strange way of confirming everything she has told us.
What is it?
A record from a personal collection. It was tucked away in a corner. You should take a look.
Surprisingly, the information presented to you in a way that resembles a fairy tale.
Is this a fairy tale? Who wrote it?
This matches everything I said.
I authored this record myself.
Huh? You wrote a fairy tale that somehow has something to do with the Balladeer?
When combined with the traveler's narrative, it's clear that this story is an allegory. Everything in it is a symbol for something else.
Hold on. So this record survived from the past?
Yes. Any information about the Balladeer or the Kabuki-mono and other records will have been changed. But I wrote this story in a way that means it was left intact. Changing the information in Irminsul changes to that. But Irminsul can't change information that was well hidden in advance. I guess I must have written this story as a backup before the Balladeer entered Irminsul.
Interesting.
That's incredible! What a great idea!
And sending the traveler into Irminsul with the Balladeer must have been a further precaution. I knew she'd remember everything. This story is abstract enough that it still resonates with the present information recorded in Irminsul. But if we connect all the different pieces together, the true story that emerges is the one she told us. The now erased life of the Balladeer. There was once a lone monster draped in fox fur. The monster found a family of foxes, joined them, and they became friends. The monster lived with the family day and night, and everyone treated it as one of their own. Once in a while, the monster would take off its fox fur at night and lament to itself as it gazed at its reflection in the water. I am a monstrosity, yet they are too foolish to see it. I pity them. But the monster soon found solace when another came to live among the foxes who was not their kin. A kitten, carved from the wood of a white tree who had been abandoned by the humans. The kitten too wished to become a fox, but its tail was too slender and it could not grow a coat of richly colored fur. Yet when the other foxes saw this, they spoke words of comfort to the kitten. Even without a tail and fur like ours, you are still one of us. Furious at this happy resolution, the monster lit a fire on the mountain. The terrified animals panicked as the fire spread. The only way to extinguish the flames was to make a sacrifice. A gray fox stood up and addressed the monster. It said, "You are the cleverest among us. Surely you can help us find a way to solve this." The monster smiled, led the fox toward the fire, and murdered it. The gray fox's heart was turned into a beautiful drop of water, clear, spotless, and pure. The monster gave the heart of water to the kitten, telling him, "The foxes have decided. You are the one who must be sacrificed. Take this, quench the flames, and die for your fox kin." The fire was extinguished, but the kitten lived. It left that side of the mountain and found a little bird who had a broken wing. The two promised they would spend their whole lives together, but the little bird did not have long left to live. It passed away soon after. After burying the bird, the kitten left the mountain for good. Never again would it cherish a single creature nor a single blade of grass that stood on that mountain. The kitten spent the nights wandering aimlessly, gnashing its teeth at the moon. How it wished to swallow the moon and devour the moonlight. If the world could only return to darkness, then it would finally be peaceful and content. I will become the new moon, the answer to everything. Then, no one will know that there were once birds, foxes, and cats in this world. And no one can know that they were different.
We solved it!
I remember now. This is not just the Balladeer story. It is his very own memories. I made a backup so that it would be preserved no matter what happened. To become a god, he was experimented on and modified countless times. It was brutal torture, and the only reason he was able to survive is that he was a puppet. This memory was extracted from him by the scholars. Presumably, they kept it to have something to defend themselves with. Creating a deity was just the first step. Some of them wanted to be able to control it. That's why they backed up his memory for later use. I buried it deep inside one of my own dreams, and then hid it inside an allegorical story so that it wouldn't be altered.
It's hard to believe that this person really existed, let alone that he tried to get rid of us on more than one occasion. Paimon has no memory of him at all. He completely vanished like a puff of smoke.
The Balladeer agreed to help me look for information about the Descenders, and although he was unsuccessful, he still helped you. Before he vanished, he confirmed an important detail, that Conria was where your twin first came into this world. We still don't know how the change to Irminsul will affect the senior ranks of the Fatui, But in all likelihood, they won't even remember their own harbinger.
It feels like life is as insignificant as a feather.
It sounds like Paimon wouldn't like this guy a whole lot if he was still around. But still, Paimon doesn't like the way it all ended that much better.
This is why wisdom alone cannot answer all our questions. We look, we see, and we comprehend, but the question still troubles us. So the answer is not everything. People yearn to find the truth and then conquer the troubles they face. When you give someone the truth, you give them a chance to choose their own destiny. To others looking on, this may seem like a pointless endeavor, but for him, the chance to act on his desire to disappear must have meant a lot. Never forget that even when we walk beneath dark clouds along a road filled with suffering, the light of wisdom is always there, guiding us toward a better destination. And that is what you have been doing all along.
Yeah, Nahita's right. Cheer up. How about we go get something to eat?
Yes.
We can pick up this heavy conversation again later.
Yo, I love you, Paimon. I'm starving too, man.
Good idea. Paimon, why don't you take her out for a walk to clear her head?
You got it. Come on, traveler. You need to get out of your head for a while. You'll feel much better after taking a walk. Let's go get a snack from one of the stalls in the Grand Bazaar. That'll be sure to lift our spirits. It must be really tough being the only one who remembers all that. But Paimon's always here to help cheer you up. What should we eat first?
Something missing. Something important that I'm forgetting.
Hey, are you gonna answer or what?
Sorry, just give me a minute. I'm still processing.
Alright, whatever you want. Well, Paimon will be right here when you figured stuff out. Then we can get something to eat. What is it? Have you figured it all out?
Ah!
Why'd you jump up all of a sudden?
I can't tell you, Paimon. What happened to him, man?
Excuse me, boss. There seems to be a small problem with the last bill. Look, here.
Oh my gosh. So if you weren't reading those subtitles that I didn't read out loud, pretty much, if you remember, whenever the Greater Lord Rukkhadevata erased herself, she says that she can't actually, like, you can't actually erase yourself. That's why she needed Nahita to do it for her, because, like, you just can't do it to yourself. So since he did it to himself, and he erased himself from the timeline, well, what happened to him? If you really can't erase yourself, where'd he go? You know what I mean? If you're not destroyed, what happened? Well, it looks like he reset the timeline and reset himself. So, like, the Balladeer doesn't exist. All of those names and the things that he's done doesn't exist. But it's like a complete fresh start, new name, new identity, new everything. Even a new color, it looks like. Very awesome. Very awesome. And I would love love if he became playable.
Hey! Hey, wait!
Is he? I don't know.
Hmm? You mean me?
No, not you. That kid! Didn't you see? Little rascal grabbed my last 2 fresh Sunsettias and ran off. Look, if you're gonna help out here, you can't keep spacing out, okay? What is it? Work's too boring for you? Or has the big city got too many distractions?
I wasn't paying close enough attention. Sorry, boss. I think you're right. Maybe it's the city. It's so exciting. It can be hard to focus.
Who's that guy? You know him or something?
This guy is the Balladeer.
He's who?
You're a strange one, kiddo. You say you don't want any money for helping out here, and then when I actually give you some work to do, you keep letting yourself get distracted. I don't want to take advantage, so I'm happy to pay you what I'd pay anyone else. But if you keep acting like this, pretty soon I won't be able to afford to.
No, please. I mean it. You don't need to pay me anything. I'm just so thankful you agreed to take on an outsider like me.
You're welcome, I guess. But I got bigger things to worry about. Look, we're all out of Sunsettias, and I promised the lady down the street I'd deliver a fruit bowl this evening.
Leave it to me. I'll find some more. Just a moment. I'll be right back.
Stop. I'm gonna level with you, kiddo. I've never met a worker who said they didn't want a wage before. And at first, I got greedy. Couldn't believe my luck. But I figured you'd start asking for something in return eventually. You don't want money. You don't take days off. And in your free time, all I see you do is wander around, taking in the sights. Are you a drifter or something?
That's right, I am. We can talk more about that later. First, let me get those fruits you needed. Sunsettias, was it? I'll be right back.
Hey, what do we do now?
Let's follow him.
Okay, stay out of sight. Don't let him see you.
Yo, this is so cool. Okay. This is awesome. Bro. Dimensions, timelines, you know, universes, parallel realities, the multiverse, the omniverse, all of that stuff is like amazing. I love it. I love it so much. I love like time and like time travel, and I love that. I love it. And everything I like ends up having that in it. I had no idea this was gonna be heavily about like time travel and stuff. It can only get crazier from here. Rewriting your own history in the timeline? Does he remember it though?
This'll do.
I doubt he remembers.
Even though you say he's the Balladeer, what are we planning on doing? Stealing his Sunsettias? Isn't that a bit too cruel? Shh. Oh, alright.
This should be enough. Guess I should wash them before I take them back.
I would never believe this.
You two over there. Is there something I can help you with?
He spotted us!
You've been following me all the way from the city. I'd have to be blind not to notice.
You're right, we were following you.
Have we met before? No, we haven't met. But you know me? I have no recollection.
It's complicated, but I do know you.
Are you absolutely sure?
Sorry, but I just can't take your word for it.
I can prove it. You're a puppet.
A puppet? What makes you think that?
Huh?
You were right! The look on his face!
I guess you do know me after all. That is not something I share with a lot of people. Look, I'm just a wanderer. But seeing as you've gone through all this trouble to track me down, I'm sure whatever it is must be important.
There's somewhere I want to take you.
Okay, but please let me deliver these goods to my boss first.
Are you really working for that guy? He said you don't want any more for it. Is that true?
Yes, I ran into him out in the wilderness during a storm, and he let me take shelter in his cart. In return, I said I'd be his helper for a while.
That's oddly nice of you.
Let me take these back. Then I'll come with you, okay?
Then let's return to the city.
Awesome. Could you imagine, like, you think that you were betrayed, so you go on this, like, crazy murder streak, you're just like an evil villain, and you're doing, like, horrible things, you know, and and then you find out, wait, I was manipulated into thinking that, and in reality, I never actually was betrayed. All of the deaths that you've caused were just out of vain. Like, it was all in vain because I just find that interesting.
Here you go, boss. I'll leave them right here.
Oh, you really went and picked some more. Who are these two?
Something's come up, and they need to borrow me. Sorry, boss. I'm afraid I'll be away from the stall for a while.
I was just about to pay you anyway. Go wherever you want, kid. Don't waste your time here.
What?
I get it, okay? You just wanted to help me out, to thank me for giving you shelter from the rain that day. Even then, I don't understand why you're so adamant that you don't want any pay for it. But look, it was pouring down, and there you were, sauntering along without a care in the world, like you had nowhere to be and didn't even care that it was raining. Imagine you were me for a second. It's a little weird, right? Why is this guy traveling during a rainstorm if he's not trying to get somewhere? And why is he taking a shortcut through the open country if he's not even in a hurry? But anyway, taking you in didn't put me out even slightly. You don't owe me a thing for it. Certainly not all this. Your time is valuable. You know, you should go live your life.
But I don't... No, you're right. Then I suppose this is where we say goodbye. Thank you again for taking me into the city.
Don't mention it, kiddo. I've run into all kinds of characters over the years. I just hope you find your path.
Thank you. All right, done. Thanks for waiting for me. We can go now.
I'm just gonna steal his cabbage and carrots. Look who we found.
What's wrong? Huh? Are you?
Hello. I do apologize for the sudden intrusion.
The Wanderer.
We found this guy in the street, but he doesn't seem to remember anything. So, yeah, quite an eventful walk.
You say that you are trekking across Teyvat to train yourself. Many other Inazumans who describe themselves in this way call themselves Shugenja. Why do you refer to yourself as a wanderer?
Well, it seems more relevant in my case. To me, it sounds like a plant with no roots. But these two claim that they know me, and that I have a hidden past unknown even to myself.
I wouldn't call it the past, but rather... this is a difficult one to explain. I don't like to rely on using terms like this often, but in your case, it seems that it ought to be called, previous incarnation.
Yeah, because this one has a completely different life, completely different memories, completely different everything. He reset himself more than resetting the timeline. You know what I mean? He reset himself. So a clean slate. It's like if you could just be born right now again, boom.
Oh, like a past life or something?
Yeah.
Yes, something far more distant than the past. So far away that you cannot perceive it.
Okay, I have to ask. What was I like in my previous incarnation?
Horrible. Horrible.
Oh, okay. I see.
I think it's funny that his makeup stayed red, though. Like his eyeshadow, if you know, on his eyes. Like I think that's funny. That's still red.
You want to tell me, but you can't bring yourselves to say it. Looks like I didn't have the most wonderful existence in my previous incarnation.
We're just trying to think where to really start, to be honest.
If it's that difficult to talk about, I have no doubt it will be just as difficult to hear. But I'll be able to handle it. Please, tell me the truth.
Is truth something you care a lot about?
Yes.
Then I'll be straight with you. In your previous incarnation, You did many things that would be considered evil. You nearly died because of what other people did, and many died because of you. As a non-human being, you hated gods and humans alike. You drifted from place to place, never able to settle, even where you found status and identity. You adamantly believed that you were missing a heart. Actions rooted in persistence sometimes bear bitter fruit. Sometimes, you have to let parts of yourself go, or you'll never be happy.
Nahida tells the Wanderer about his past.
I gave everything I had, but it barely changed history at all.
In terms of the outcome alone, that's true.
I don't think I can judge everything I've heard purely in terms of right and wrong. Each choice a person makes belongs to a specific place and time, a chain of cause and effect, a cycle of karma and consequence.
That is the nature of truth. If one thing is right, its opposite must be wrong. And yet, dichotomies like this are not enough to explain the world in all of its complexity.
It seems like my previous incarnation wasn't the most likable individual.
We're not trying to hurt your feelings or anything, but yeah, we weren't your biggest fans.
We were each other's enemies.
If we were enemies, why are you trying to help me find the truth?
Well, because that's what a good person does, man.
This is so frustrating! This guy's supposed to be our arch enemy, but now he's just some random stranger we met on the street! He's got so much to answer for, but we can't make him talk because he doesn't remember anything. What a weird situation.
Lesser Lord Kusanali, as the god of wisdom, I trust that everything you told me must be true.
Yes, it's all true. I can even show you the memories themselves, if you're willing.
Please, I want to see them for myself. I want to experience my own transgressions.
I find this so interesting because he went through all of that trouble to try to reset the timeline so that his evil deeds never affected anybody and that he, he tried to erase himself. But what he really did is he reset himself and stopped all of those things that were gonna happen. Like, he stopped himself from being the reason for those bad things happening. So they still happened, but he's not the reason that they happened anymore. And now he wants to experience his own transgressions, meaning like he wants to experience the pain and the memories and everything of the one that just tried to sacrifice himself. So really, you're just resetting yourself back to the status quo. That's it. Like, you're pretty much, it's pretty much all for nothing that just happened. The only difference is that you also lived an entire reality where none of that happened. So you have both perspectives now. Now you're going to have your new perspective, this blue wanderer's perspective, and then he's also going to have the red Balladeer's perspective. Red or purple, but he's more of a red to me. I see him as red.
Even though it will cause your present self great mental anguish?
I'm just a puppet, with no heart and no name. There is nothing in this world for me to cling to fill the void within me. Except maybe these sins that can never be undone. That's just so weird, right? Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of like this. Things did change, but it wasn't like that big. Like, the people still died, just from a different way. He still exists, and he's about to remember everything that happened, but it never happened to him in this reality anymore. It's a huge mind F, actually.
Very well. As you wish.
Wait, shouldn't we go with him? This one's kind of on us for bringing him here.
Don't worry. Whatever danger I might face, it's my burden to bear.
Traveler, could I ask you to supervise him on my behalf?
Okay.
Oh, good point. Given your, unique situation, we'd better keep an eye on you.
Understood.
Thank you. Now, prepare yourselves, everyone.
Alright. Let's do this. Wait, I want to say something. Oh, can I say something to you first?
No matter what lies ahead, I'll face it. Whatever it takes. I'm just sorry that you have to join me for the whole thing.
So this is my prediction. It's literally going to be the exact same thing that we did with A when we had to fight the puppet version of her. That's what this is going to be. We're going to go in there, but we're going to fight the old Balladeer. How much you want to bet? How much you want to bet? We're going to go in there, we're going to discover stuff about him, but then we're going to end up having to fight that version of the Balladeer. The memories of a certain puppet. He can be the Balladeer, harbinger of the Fatui, and he can also be the Kabuki Mono, who once sighted. Bro, this honestly, the Balladeer is probably my favorite villain character in this game. I think that we're going to go with them. We're gonna go with them. We struggled enough.
This looks like Inazuma.
Right now, you're in a dream I created using information extracted from your memories. These memories will show you the raw truth, but be aware that enemies may react just like in the real world. Please be careful.
Sounds like an immersive experience. It's a good thing we came along.
You don't need to do this for me. I don't deserve your protection.
We never give up halfway. Well, we had to once, but that was your doing.
And we're just finishing the job.
All right. Thanks.
Wanderer, this is the Shake Pavilion. In your Balladeer incarnation, this is where the Electro Archon placed you after your creation. You had a great many memories here.
We're here.
Is that because this
From the
is
story.
kind of like his birthplace?
You could say that, in a sense. You'll see why shortly.
I hear footsteps.
This place is huge. I can't believe the landslide didn't fill it in. I wonder who built it. The Crystal Marrow Miners? No, there's no way. Look at this exquisite construction work, and so well preserved too. No mining crew would be capable of this. There's someone passed out on the ground.
Who are you?
You're awake. What happened? How'd you get stuck here? Are you injured? Huh. Not a scratch. And these fine clothes. Who are you?
This man is Katsuragi, deputy to Torichio's adopted son, Mikoshi Nagamasa. He found the Balladeer in Shake Pavilion and took him back to Tatarasuna.
And the rest is history. Well, it used to be.
In the original version of events, Katsuragi was ultimately killed by Nagamasa.
Let me get you out of here. Our people are nearby. Hang in there.
During the Tatarasuna incident, Niwa was murdered by the doctor disguised as a mechanic. The Balladeer, then known as the Kabuki Mono, disappeared not long after.
The Kabuki Mono is way cooler than calling him the Balladeer, by the way. So, if I can remember how to say the Kabuki Mono, Kabuki Mono, Kabuki Mono, Kabuki Mono, okay. If I can remember how to say the Kabuki Mono, that's how I remember force things into my brain, so we'll see. But the Kabuki Mono is way cooler.
As the second in command at Tatarasuna, responsibility for what had happened fell to Mikoshi Nagamasa. But Katsuragi had sworn lifelong loyalty to Nagamasa after the latter had once saved his life. At Katsuragi's insistence, Nagamasa killed him to put an end to the Tatarasuna incident.
Katsuragi seems like he was a good guy.
He looks like a warrior, but he has a kind face. Why couldn't he live a long and happy life?
Can I open a chest from the past? In a memory? That doesn't make sense. I can open a chest from a memory in a past that doesn't exist anymore and still keep the stuff from inside.
Nagamasa, I found this young guy in a cave sealed off by a landslide. He doesn't remember his name.
Well, we need to call you something. I hear the workers are calling you the Kabuki Mono.
It's fine with me.
Katsuragi, report to Niwa. Tell him we have someone new joining us.
I was listening to what he was saying. I'm like so invested. Ah! So there's booby traps? They didn't warn me. Oh my gosh. Everything has been so peak, man. Like, there's not, they don't miss. They don't miss in this game. Everything is freaking amazing.
What are we doing back here?
I hear voices.
Whoa, this is where you were born? It's pretty, but there's nobody here.
I was abandoned, like you. I lived here for a while at first, but there's nothing for us here. We can't stay.
Okay. I heard my mom and dad used to make swords, but the factory manager died, and then my dad got sick. He kept coughing all the time, just like me. Then Mom started coughing too.
But you can't. You promised me.
Yup, we're family now. We're gonna be together forever and ever.
Oh my gosh, that is so sad. Oh my gosh. Oh man. Wow.
This child didn't have a name. Or rather, the Balladeer didn't know what to call him. His father died before he could name him. After his mother died, the child stayed in their straw hut alone. Some of the neighbors helped to raise him. After leaving Tatarasuna, the Balladeer ran into this child who didn't have a name, just like him. They made a promise to live together.
Aww.
What happened to the child then?
He died from his illness while he was still very young. The Balladeer came home one day and found that he had stopped breathing.
Hey! What's wrong? Say something!
Oh man. Dude, the Balladeer's so tragic. That is such a tragic character, bro. He finally found somebody.
You promised me we could be family! You're no different from Niwa and all the others. You betrayed me too.
This is A's fault. This is all A's fault because she created this thing and then let it loose without a purpose. Personality, wants and needs, desires, a dream, a goal, and then you just throw him away. You threw him out. You cast him aside because he didn't meet your standards. Or maybe he never was meant to. Maybe it was just an experiment. In lore, obviously I always love A, but in lore it changes my opinions on A. And obviously she's changed. So, like, she's different than the version of her that did this. But still, it very much so changes my opinions on that. And like I said, she's changed now, but that is evil of her to do that.
The voices have gone. It looks like the memory ends here.
Let's keep going.
It's like if you have a kid and you don't even find it a home. You just go somewhere and leave it there, and it'll grow up and find its way soon, you know?
You do realize you're blocking my path.
I come not to obstruct you.
The Jester.
I've been waiting. What you are truly is a weapon. One that could be wielded with an iron will. You continue to drift aimlessly.
Are you trying to win me over?
Long-fated rebellion has begun. Why not take your place at the banquet and join your yourself feast?
Went too far. This place is dark.
Paimon knows this place. It's the Delusion Factory in Inazuma.
Yeah, where we met you for the first time. Well, where I met him for the first time.
In the original version of events, the Traveler once encountered the Balladeer here.
Such a creepy atmosphere. And so familiar.
Wait a minute. It was an unsettling place.
Hey, look over there!
This is where we met him.
My fair lady. Is this rundown factory and these incompetent fools all
Signora! Bro, she's fine.
Wow. You
I forgot how fine she was. Dang, Signora, hello. Nice to, bro, I'm actually happy to see her after all this time.
What do you have to gain from belittling your subordinates? You might not want to admit it, but you are a part of this plan.
Remember how she just got, like, annihilated by A? I loved that.
Perhaps you find fighting in the abyss to be a more meaningful use of your time? Oh, but of course, even this pales in comparison to being experimented on by the doctor.
What a sharp tongue you have. Funny how negotiating never seems to be your strong suit. For the task ahead, I suggest you keep your true feelings to yourself.
I wish that people actually talked like this in real life, because in real life, bro, they would have been interrupting each other the whole time and nobody would have actually been able to say anything. You know, like, I wish that it was like a custom. Like, we're talking, bro, even if it's a heated argument, you gotta let me speak and reply. You can't just go, no, and like, you know, you can't do that. You know?
Save your breath. I know what I have to do.
I'm sure you think so, but I still think you need to hear it. Don't start thinking you're invincible, and don't let your emotions get in the way.
Surely you're not worried about me.
Hey, she should have took his advice, because...
I just can't have you getting in my way. You and Child never fail to find ways to complicate things.
I'm merely lighting a little fire.
Dude, this is so cool.
But you, being tossed out like trash, must make you want to destroy it completely.
We just got a child mention.
Do you remember the last time you were here? That was a lot of swordsmiths you killed. I'm sure the descendants of the Raiden Gokaden are still suffering the consequences now. Look at you. Oh, don't get so sentimental. Now, give that poor little tongue of yours a rest and stop pretending like you're above everyone else. Bye then. See you at the victory feast.
If you even make it there.
Poor little tongue? She's playing with fire talking to me like that. Who does she think she is?
Oh man, I love him.
Forget it. Someone might find me here any minute now. I should prepare to give them a warm welcome.
The plot does not end here. There is more of this story to come. Wanderer, are you able to continue?
Yes. Please don't worry about
Dude,
me.
This is so good. Like, I'm like trying not to bust everywhere. Okay, I gotta edit that out. Whoa.
Why are you staring at me in silence? Can't you think of a nicer way to express yourself?
I'm under no obligation to be nice to you. Besides, I thought nothing mattered to you except results and your own interests.
I'm listening to the
Isn't
story.
that right?
Because when I need to hear it. Ah! No!
Muddle-headed puppet.
I just want to hear what they're saying.
Number 6 because you can take more abuse than other humans. Do you really count that as an asset?
You're about as much fun to be around as a raging inferno. But before we murder each other, it'd be best if we finish our duties.
Now we can fight.
I cannot see them move.
Yo, did you kill? I just died?
God, Shadow of Darkness!
What?
Go get him, Aiden!
From the land of the
Oh, I'm dying because the whole floor is on electricity. Okay.
Converge. Without further ado. Light the dust. Lofty wisdom will show us the way. Surge.
Come save us! Die like a gemstone!
Okay. Dude, this is, I'm geeking out right now. Like, I'm trying to keep quiet.
We've arrived in Sumeru.
So I can hear things, but dude, this is like the coolest thing in the world, man.
Is that?
Considering that Amorta's sage, Nafis, refused to join this project, I'll take part in the experiment in his place.
Welcome. I look forward to a fruitful collaboration.
When do we start?
You seem impatient. You should know that becoming a god is far from a trivial affair.
The biological transformation is a lengthy process. As such, I too would recommend that we commence as soon as possible.
Dude, we were stuck in the Subzorus Festival while this was going on.
His body will become permanently bound to the machine, and he will be unable to move independently of it.
Nothing worse than what I've been through before then, Doctor.
You were the most resilient test subject I ever came across. Thanks to you, I was able to garner a great deal of information.
Why would the Balladeer let himself be subject to this? I know why. I know why. Because he lacks purpose, and he's desperate to find it. Just like a lot of people in this world, you know, a lot of people do things or be with people or hang out in areas they shouldn't just because they like the validation that they get. So I get that. But you're about to be put into a machine that you won't be able to move independently of? I guess because he's that desperate to be a god, so it doesn't matter. But that's crazy.
Alas, after that, you were under orders to remain in the abyss. We barely saw each other, and it became difficult to further refine the knowledge I had gained.
I can't wait to see what the abyss looks like.
That was gracefully worded. Ever wonder what they think if they knew that nothing matters to you, apart from your crazy experiments?
I suggest you speak to me in a more respectful tone, Scaramouche. The mere fact of your utility does not make you indestructible.
The doctor again? That was uncomfortable to watch.
That person gives off a very sinister energy.
He's the doctor. He's behind all of this.
It's normal for him to give you the creeps. He scares the bejeebers out of Paimon.
Let's move on.
You're a god. Do you think I'm evil?
If you accept that he is you, just as you are you, then yes, you are evil.
In your eyes, are there any differences between humans and puppets?
Do you think there are any differences between your present self and your previous and future incarnations? If not, then what are the differences between humans and puppets? Whoever has tasted the joys and sorrows of life in the human realm is human. Whoever has loved and lost, cried with grief, howled with rage at the tragedy of death that eclipses the miracle of life, they are human too.
I've seen enough of my past. If possible, I'd like to reclaim the sins that are mine to bear. No matter the consequences, I won't run from blame or punishment. Whatever I am due, let it come to pass.
Are you saying...
Can you return my memories to me?
Huh? But won't that mean you'll lose your current identity?
I've always believed that human lives follow a set of rules, with each person being a collection of past experiences. As a puppet living in a human world, my life is subject to the same rules.
Regaining your memories means reverting completely to your previous incarnation. All the emotions that you discarded will return to you. Are you sure you want to do this?
I've lived with a void in my chest my whole life. My creator didn't need me. And ever since I awoke, I've just drifted from one place to the next. But then I met you. And I finally realized that reclaiming my missing sins might be my one opportunity to become my true self.
That is so interesting, I think. That he went through all of this to finally accept who he was, and then now he can just, like, now he's just gonna, I'm telling you, he did the whole thing, just what I said, he did the whole thing to kind of go back to the status quo, except the only difference is now he also remembers a whole life where that didn't happen. Like, it's gonna be both. Like, he's gonna remember, I mean, unless it's gonna overwrite that, you know, the experiences that he learned in this new blue form, you know what I mean? Then If it overwrites that and he just becomes a Balladeer, then that's different. But from if you're just returning the memories, it's not going to turn him into the Balladeer again. He's going to remember all of that, but he's also going to have a whole nother line of memories. It's like if I got all of your memories, you know what I mean? Like, it would suck, but I'd also have my own, you know?
I've always felt I have an innate tendency to yearn for something more, in a way that goes deeper than for most people. But for all my soul-searching as a Shugenja, I've never fully understood it. Looking at it now, it seems that I brought this curse upon myself. So I beg you, grant me this opportunity to gain a purpose, to change my destiny, and end my wandering.
Very well. Since your mind is made up, I will return to you that which is yours. You have made your decision. Now, take this.
Set him free?
Oh, man.
A puppet? What's he doing here? You're a human as far as I'm concerned.
Everyone's here. Wonderful.
What a fine blade. Nagamasa will be thrilled.
This is my...
Is he alright?
Holy crap! Dude, Lumine is such a badass, I'm sorry. Oh, man.
Hey! Are you done yet?
Paimon. Oh my gosh. He's gonna be like Genu and Rumi.
All worthless dross will be purged. That's why.
Dude, this is peak. This is peak. Oh my gosh. Dude, the aura! The aura! He gets a wind? Oh my gosh!
Die. This is trying my patience.
Oh my gosh!
Have you got all your memories back now?
Dude, he is...
Questions?
Bro, please tell me he's obviously he's playable, bro. I'm freaking out. I was right though, he's gonna fight his old self. But I didn't think he was gonna get a freaking, oh my gosh. Okay. Lock in.
Follow me.
Alright, it's time to show him who the real Balladeer is.
You shall fall.
Oh, I don't know what I'm supposed to do there. I'm gonna actually die. Can I feed him? Oh, I have I have no food. Can I use this? Okay. Well, we're kind of screwed. Oh, I could have been attacking him this whole time. Oh my gosh, I can freaking fly?
Follow me.
Oh my gosh.
Follow me. Squall and Fury.
You're going down.
Too slow. My endless cycle begins!
I'm dead. I'm gonna actually die. Okay, thank God I reset. Because I was gonna die no matter what.
Insignificant past! Too slow. Follow me. Squall and Fury. Bow your head.
Oh my gosh! Okay, okay. I don't care. 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 Official, and then the ballot. I'm gonna create a. Okay, there's a list of characters, but then there's also a list of just like they're the GOATs, and there's no point in putting them up against each other because they're that good. So right now, official, and this new version of the Balladeer. I already said that the Balladeer is my favorite villain. Well, he's also one of my favorite heroes too. What the heck is going on? This is awesome. This surpassed my expectations. I don't even know. Look how I'm talking with my hands right now. That's how excited I am.
Imbecile!
Wow.
Get out of my sight.
I can't believe this. I can't believe this.
Disappeared. Did we win?
What did you expect? I'd never lose to that.
There's the tone of voice again. You're definitely back to your old self. Wait, but it was you inside that thing too. What have you got to be smug about?
Sorry. I'm harsh on myself and everyone else. Just the way I am.
The past will catch up with you.
You sound like you're concerned about me. But don't worry. Thanks to you, even if I didn't change a thing, at least I now know the truth.
The memory recovery seems to have been a success. This dream has served its purpose.
Come on. Let's continue this outside.
Wow. Like, this mission, this whole thing, 20 out of 10. 20 out of 10. Like 1,000 out of 10. Scale, broke the scale. This was like one of my favorite experiences in this whole game so far. I'm not gonna lie to you. The whole game, obviously, you know what I mean. I'm not gonna get technical about it, okay? Because the whole game is beautiful, and then if I think about it too hard, I'm gonna have to, like, put everything in order. We're not gonna do that. This, though, gorgeous. I need him. I need him right now. Right now. More than Kazuha.
Welcome back, traveler.
Actually,
Paimon,
yeah.
Balladeer.
I need him.
It feels like we just went on a really long journey. Paimon's exhausted.
You don't like being addressed by that name?
It's fine. But I was just thinking, I should probably change it.
So you don't want to go by the Balladeer anymore, or the Wanderer, I'm assuming.
After learning about everything the doctor did, there's no way I can carry on using a name connected to him. I'm not planning on returning to the Fatui, and they wouldn't take me back anyway. Recent events will have affected a lot of people, and they might not even remember who the 6th is.
So, you're quitting the Fatui for good?
Well, like he just said, I don't think they would know who he is, so it's not like he could anyway.
It's like you said, Lesser Lord Kusanali. Everything may look futile, but it wasn't completely meaningless. At least I made a lot of people forget about me.
That's true.
But that doesn't mean your own past has disappeared.
Of course.
And your main goal, for which you gave up everything you had, you weren't able to achieve it. I hope you can see and understand that. Changing the world, changing the past, changing the fates of other people, these are not simple things to accomplish. What you are looking for is complete annihilation. But this is just a fantasy. Even if the Balladeer is removed from existence, the world will not heed your will.
Indeed. How ridiculous.
Do you regret doing all that when you've gotten so little in return?
Even if I'm completely worthless, there's nothing in the world worth regretting.
Amen to that, sister. That's true.
Lesser Lord Kusanali, you purposely left that information in Irminsul, didn't you?
Yes, and I took pains to make sure that you'd acquire that information naturally.
Why would you go to such lengths? You trying to win me over too?
In all honesty, your past experiences have made you a useful asset to Sumeru and to me. Winning you over was indeed a part of my plan. But before that, I wanted to tell you the truth about your past. If all I wanted to do was use you, then I'd be no different from the doctor.
Very clever.
I guess you could say that's one of my virtues.
Utility to others is what gives me worth. So if embracing my sins is what it takes to make me useful again, so be it.
Nahida doesn't even see you that way.
Oh right, I almost forgot. You're the good guys. You're into justice and all that. Sorry if I have a slightly different perspective on things, but I don't feel like I've been duped. The wisest leaders are fated to end up with the best helpers. I can live with that.
I'm glad you're able to think of it in that way. Traveler, in the future, I'll continue to search Irminsul more deeply and see what secrets can be uncovered, including the beginning of your twins' journey recorded in Irminsul. What exactly happened before and after that point? I want to know as well.
Thank you, and let's hope you can find some answers.
I will try.
Traveler.
Yes?
After
Wanderer?
I dove into the information torrents in Irminsul, why did you go to Inazuma?
Because I wanted to know what you'd changed.
So that's how you found out whose fate had changed. And how? Well, whatever your reasons, you did me a favor. And I'll do everything I can to pay it back.
Please don't sound like I'm extorting you.
Borrowing and returning are the only real relationships between individuals. I'll balance the books one day. Don't you worry.
That's not true. A relationship between two people is not simply a ledger that can be reset to zero. I think deep down you realize this. People who show up in your life don't just evaporate like water drops and leave nothing behind. There is no such thing as balancing the books. Some things in this world can never be brought back, and they can never be changed, which is why there is emotion in the human world. Everything that you feel is real and lasting, and whatever is missing in you will not be made whole. To be human is to live with imperfections. You can choose whether or not you want to be human.
But humans can't live without a heart, can they? Anyway, I gave up trying to become a human a long time ago.
You understand what pain is perfectly well, even without a heart. You're just bearing your feelings. The past is set in stone, but you can keep moving on. And the longer your future lasts, the shorter your past will become, until one day, it is but a tiny fraction of your life.
Sounds like you've got a future planned out for me.
This is so deep, and like if you're somebody who doesn't pay attention to things, bro, then just stay away because like this is so in depth, and like there are several life lessons to be learned in this game, and there's like every time I play, you're learning something new. You know what I mean? Like this is a great reminder to those people who feel like they've done terrible things in their lives. There's no point in your life where you can't be okay. Time to make a change. Time to make it. Today is the day where I am a new person, but my past isn't who I am today. I'm an entirely new person. There's nothing that you can do to change the past. It's already set in stone. The only thing you can do now is choose the correct paths here on out. That's it. Do the right thing, always. Always. Little by little, become that new person that you desire to be. It's possible.
Everything's ended up being pretty darn complicated. Paimon doesn't even know where to start, but the most important thing now is that you need to follow Nahida. Otherwise, all our efforts will have been for nothing.
Then I guess I'll be helping you from behind the scenes from now on.
Yes. We're gonna be bumping into him.
I'm glad that you've accepted our proposal. Why don't you choose a new name to celebrate?
Ooh! Paimon wants to pick an ugly nickname for you too.
Why?
Why?
Because Paimon still doesn't like you that much.
Then I hope we don't see much of each other in the future.
That was obviously, it was like for real, but it was a joke. Like that was so beautiful. I love it.
A name is like
This is cool.
gift. You didn't say it out loud, but I know that's what you're thinking. The Traveler and Paimon have helped you a lot. If you can't decide on a new name, maybe you can ask them for ideas.
You want us to decide?
No, Paimon only does nicknames. If it's a serious name you're after, it's all yours.
Have you got anything?
So we can name him ourselves? What? So I was thinking, all of his past names represent who he was at the time period of receiving that name. So Kabukimono, the wandering eccentric, right? Because that's where when he was wandering. Funakazushi, right? Country destroyer. It lines up with who he is in that moment. He's a person now who's found himself. He's complete. He's whole. He's found his true self-worth. There's two names that have similar meaning to that I really like. And one is Kensho, which is a profound Zen concept that literally means seeing into one's true nature. And then the other one is Satori. One, because if you're a Zelda fan, you know why Satori, it sounds awesome. But also because Satori means spiritual awakening or comprehension. So I think that because my name is Zelda in the game, right, because it's a Zelda thing, and Satori reminds me of the Satori Mountain, he understands who he is now. He finally made it. So he's Satori. I love it. We're going with Satori, guys.
Are you sure?
I am very sure. I thought about this. I didn't just pick a random... I was gonna name him Hat Guy. But I didn't do that. Yes, I think this will do.
Oh, alright. If you say so.
I think that's awesome. Satori.
There. Now you have a name of your own.
What about a nickname? Are you done yet?
Still thinking.
Hat Guy.
Take your time. I don't need to see you again until
It's
you've
Hat
thought
Guy.
of one.
It's Hat Guy. What do you plan to do next, Hat Guy?
Everyone who manipulated me and made me suffer will have to pay the price.
You mean the Fatui?
The doctor, at least.
This is so cool. It's a classic. This is so cool. It's a classic story of a guy. Like, it's just like Red Dead Redemption 2 when, you meet John Marston and he used to be a part of this old gang and he has to go back and hunt the old gang members until they're all dead. Just like this. Now he gets to go hunt down the Fatui, take down the doctor. Oh my gosh. Peak.
Now that your stance has changed, I believe your future path will change accordingly. But it won't be immediate. You still need some time to compose yourself.
One more thing. There are still some descendants of the Raiden Gokuden living in Inazuma. Some of them know. Well, they ought to know about the connection between Raiden Gokuden and myself. I don't plan to leave Sumeru for the time being. If you see them in Inazuma, please tell them that I was the one responsible for the Raiden Gokuden's downfall. Even though the events have been erased from the world, they still deserve to know the truth.
I see. That is up to you.
Huh? But if we do that, then...
It's fine. Let them stab their blades into my chest if they so desire. Maybe that's how it always should have been.
Fine.
No nonsense. I like it. Alright, let's call it a day.
Okay, Satori.
Goodbye, wise deity. And you too.
I will see you later. It fits him so well, Satori. That makes so much sense.
What he went through today would have been like living an entire lifetime in an instant. He'll need some time to calm down.
Yeah, true. But even so, after everything that's happened, he doesn't seem quite as fierce anymore.
There were some bumps along the way, but it's all over now.
So we can finally go eat? Paimon is starving.
Oh, my stomach is rumbling as we speak.
Thank you both. I hope you will find somewhere nice to go and relax for a while.
Man, I feel so complete after this. I feel like...
I've got it! I can end my novel with some words from Mikoshi Nagamasa.
You mean because everyone else in the story is dead?
Yeah, I heard that Mikoshi Nagamasa died at a ripe old age. He's the perfect fit to be the narrator of the epilogue. The dark clouds had dissipated, but they continued to cast their shadow in Mikoshi Nagamasa's mind for decades to come. Then, one night, as an old man, he had a dream. On the night when that prized blade, the Daitatara Nagamasa, was forged, the people rejoiced, and there was painting, dancing, and drinking. All these expressions of joy melted down in the furnace fire and turned into red clouds that rallied around the final sunrise that Mikoshi Nagamasa saw in his lifetime. Life is a story too long to be told, a journey that you must walk to behold.
Wow. And we're not even done yet? There's still more? Return to the resting place. Dude, I need him right now. He receives an animo vision? You gotta be joking. I never saw that coming. And that symbolizes his rebirth, because now he's like, he's not even tied. I mean, obviously, literally he is, but he doesn't even have, like, the Archon's abilities anymore. It's his own thing. He's his own person now.
Whew, it's about time we had a break. As soon as you stop, all the tiredness and hunger comes rushing back.
I'll buy some delicious treats as a reward.
Wow, great! Huh? Look at that vase.
What about it?
Did someone break it while they were cleaning the room or something? But Paimon doesn't remember there being a cleaner.
Wait a minute. We broke that before. That was before everything happened, right?
You sound lost and confused.
Is that Nicole?
I know why you are troubled.
That's not
Any
Nicole.
who
Who
knew
is
of
that?
This would find their mind overwhelmed.
Who is this?
Huh? Is there someone here talking to us?
Unfortunately, the fate of Tevat cannot easily be changed. Perhaps a god may have a slim chance, but for anyone else, who can say? When a small animal runs into a tree trunk, though the tree may sway, it is not displaced. The same is true of fate. Like a vase that falls to the ground. Whether it is broken by a cat or by a bird, the result is still a broken vase, is it not?
Who are you? How do you know about all this?
History does not change easily, but human hearts can. Believe your own eyes. Only that which you see is true. What is unseen is but an illusion.
Who is that?
The voice has disappeared. And who the heck was that? And what were they doing coming out of nowhere and saying all that scary stuff?
Believe my eyes? Does she mean I should trust my memories?
Anyway, that face is still lying there broken on the ground. Should Paimon go get someone to clean it up? It feels wrong just leaving it there. Just a moment. Paimon will be right back.
Look at her, so cute, floating away. Whose voice was that, guys? Wow, that was peak. That was peak. Jeez, I genuinely am so happy. I kind of said everything that I would say now already throughout the entire thing. It's just like that was the most peak ever. That was awesome. This game continues to get better and better and better and better as you go. So, where were we? Ah, that's right, we were headed to Fontaine. Right now we are on the border between Sumeru and Fontaine, and I thought that, hey, you made it this far, you should be rewarded. Plus, I didn't want to wait till after I was done editing to do this. Looks like there's a boat right there. Right now, you're just gonna get my first initial reactions to going to Fontaine canonically. Look how beautiful this is, man. I'm definitely not gonna make it all the way. Yeah, I figured that there would have to be one here. Their ship might be bigger, but mine is still cooler. How am I supposed to get that? Booyah! We made it, guys. We're here. I did not mean to attack.
After crossing all that sand and water, we finally made it! Oh, this must be Fontaine's port! Wow! Everything looks so advanced in Fontaine! Paimon's heard that the industry here is extremely developed, and there are all kinds of unusual machines!
It's even more impressive than I expected.
Just seeing the sights as a tourist is nice, but maybe it would be better if we found something to do! What do you think?
Who's that little cutie running in the background? Let's start by meeting the Hydro Archon.
Good idea! Nahida gave us loads of useful information. Seeking out the Seven is probably still our best source for information at this point.
And also to find the truth.
Yeah! The more we can learn, the better. So, what do you think the Hydro Archon's like? Will we get along? Nahida said that she has a very unique personality. Whatever that means.
Hey, I'm excited.
To learn about a nation's god, start with the nation's people. There seems to be some locals talking over there. Let's go see if we can join the party.
Man, I wish I had Paimon.
If you ask me, it's a tragedy how things ended for him. Clearly, he was a pretty decent person.
Could you imagine everywhere you go, you just had, like, Paimon with you at all times? That would be the best thing in the world.
Yeah, I didn't expect that kind of ending for him. I thought he would at least fight on a little longer for his family. I was expecting a sudden plot twist, but it's a pity that it never happened. Still, his story is quite the tearjerker.
Excuse me. Can I help you two? I couldn't help but notice you standing here listening.
Yes, we were kindly waiting our turn to talk. Hey! There's a character back there that I own! With the tail?
Hi! We're travelers new to Fontaine, and we had something we wanted to ask, but you seem to be really busy talking about some kind of play, so we didn't want to interrupt.
Play? Oh, no. We're talking about something that really happened. In fact, it's a case that was just heard a few days ago.
Really? Like, a real trial? But the way you were talking about it and the words you used just now made it sound like some kind of story.
Well, good tales are often based on true stories, aren't they? In what you see in reality may also be someone deliberately putting on an act while harboring ulterior motives.
I mean, I love her design as an NPC. Like, she looks great. I don't think I've seen I mean, she's still pretty much wearing the same thing, but the designs on what she's wearing is still, like, the most, like, textured. She doesn't look, like, it doesn't look flat in the same way. Like, that looks like it actually comes up, and, like, that's really cool.
Whether something is true or not simply isn't that important. The main thing is whether the story being acted out on the stage is splendid enough. Oh, but it looks like you're not from around here. You probably don't know that the Fontaine Court of Justice is called the Opera Epiclese, or more commonly known as just the Opera House.
So they see trials as a sort of opera?
But, shouldn't court cases be treated a little more seriously than that? Not to question Fontaine's way of doing things, it's just that putting someone on trial is usually a very serious thing.
Could you imagine if every court case and trial and everything, it was just like in an opera fashion? Like, you are guilty, you know? Like, that's stupid.
No worries. Other visitors to Fontaine have wondered the same thing. You could say that we just don't want to waste the moving stories behind those cases.
You have been sent to life. Wait, you have been sentenced to life.
And as for your worries about whether the cases are treated with due reverence, we have the absolutely just and honorable Chief Justice Neuvillette, as well as the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal, a machine created by the Archon. Between the machine and the Chief Justice, false charges and injustice are a thing of the past now.
So this is the nation of justice. Nation of freedom. Nation of contracts. Nation of eternity. And then nation of wisdom. And now we are at nation of justice. Can you believe it? This is our 5th nation. 5th.
Oratrice? Is it some kind of machine too? Oh, Paimon's curious. We should check it out if we get delayed. Paimon almost forgot to ask you our question. Do you know what we should do if we want to meet the Hydro Archon?
Oh, that's easy. Just go to the Opera House. Lady Furina practically lives there. You could definitely say it's her biggest passion.
So you're saying this should be the easiest meeting ever. Normally we have to like do stuff because there's stuff in the way, and they're like we don't know where the Archon is, like Nahito for example. We had no idea where she was. Or she was, behind her guards, so we had to fight, get to her in that way. I think the only other one that was easy was Venti, because even Zhongli, we didn't know he was the Archon to the end, So at least our meeting will be easy.
I think what they mean is that they wish to speak with the Archon personally. In that case, I'm afraid it's going to be a tad more difficult. You'll have to make an appointment well in advance, and it'll depend on whether or not she has any time slots available.
So I have to make an appointment?
Is the Hydro Archon super busy taking care of official stuff? Wait, didn't you say that she's always at the Opera House?
No. Lady Furina seldom takes an interest with the nation's affairs. The reason it's difficult to make an appointment is simply because she's incredibly popular.
That's right. After all, she is the Archon. Though she may tend to get a little dramatic from time to time, people can't get enough of her.
First time Paimon's ever heard of an Archon being described that way before.
Yeah.
Wait! Paimon gets now! The Hydro Archon is kinda like a big celebrity here, right?
Yeah, I suppose you could say that. Perhaps you could even say our mascot.
Hang on. This is still Fontaine's Archon you're talking about. You should show some more respect.
Yes, you're right. I guess I should at least try to be a little more respectful in front of visitors. Otherwise, I might get arrested and find myself face to face with Monsieur Neuvillette.
Come on. Sure, there's a lot of laws here, but nobody's going to be arrested for saying something disrespectful about the Hydro Archon.
Okay, I might be completely wrong, but that right there makes my brain go like this, and it kinda makes me think of Ba Sing Se. And when you go to Ba Sing Se in Avatar: The Last Airbender, if you've ever watched the show, and you get there and everything seems to be perfect, but in reality there's all this stuff going on behind the scenes, and people are literally brainwashed that nothing happened in Ba Sing Se. Like everything's fine in Ba Sing Se or whatever, I forget what they say. So we'll see. But that's what I'm getting the vibes right away. It seems perfect right off the bat.
Hello there. Excuse me. Are you alright?
Huh? I'm fine. Thanks.
Oh, okay then. We just noticed that you seem to be worried about something.
About many things, actually. But there's nothing I can do but just keep my troubles to myself. I was just reminiscing about a place my brother and I would play when we were kids. It was just atop that hill over there. See?
In Sumeru?
You're pointing at the sea. Wait, Are you saying that you and your brother lived in the water?
Though people call the waters around Fontaine a sea, it's actually just an inland lake that's filled with fresh water. And though I can still see that hill clearly in my memories, now it's been completely submerged. He would skip and jump, tossing sand in the wind. The sun shone brightly, and the air was filled with the scent of the sea.
So then how did it get filled with water like this in such a short time?
But now, the water is gradually swallowing our memories. It won't be long before it swallows us.
Sorry. Paimon doesn't really get what you mean.
I don't believe we've had the pleasure of meeting. Are you Lynette's new friends?
Lynette.
Oh, and you are?
Thanks for looking after my sister. She often comes here to reminisce about our childhood, that's all. There's no need for any concern. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Linny, and this is my sister Lynette. If I had to guess, I'd say you must be travelers from abroad.
Nice to meet you. Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler. We just arrived in Fontaine. We were just talking with your sister. Even though we didn't really get what she was saying.
I see. It's unusual for Lynette to be so willing to talk with anyone. In fact, she seldom speaks at all. I'm usually the only one she ever talks to.
Does she have a pimple patch on?
Oh, really? Then you two are just like us. Paimon's always the one talking for some reason.
There's hardly anything left for me to say with you around, Paimon.
So that's how you think it is?
I also think my brother can be too talkative at times.
Seems you were right, Paimon. We are quite similar.
So, what did Lynette mean just now when she said that the water is engulfing your memories? And that it won't be long before it engulfs you too?
It's obvious what she meant by that. Like, it wasn't always there. And like the hill, for example, where she used to play, the water drowned it. So now it's a memory that's lost because you can't even go there and experience the place. You know, like the place is gone. And eventually it's just gonna keep flooding. I wonder, is this place flooding?
Oh, that. It's from a prophecy that's been circulating in Fontaine for some time now. Well, I suppose prophecy isn't exactly the right word, because that implies a certain amount of uncertainty. There's no doubt about what's happening in Fontaine now.
Fontaine is drowning.
Where to begin?
Fontaine is like the past version of Atlantis. Like, you know, Atlantis, the city of Atlantis, it has all this amazing technology, and it's beautiful, and it's gold. It's, you know, the technology's on like crazy. It's crazy. It's like futuristic, but then all of it gets drowned and lost to time, and now there's this like lost city. I feel like that's what Fontaine is, except before that happens.
Let's put that question on hold for a moment. We still haven't formally greeted each other yet, have we?
Did all the introductions earlier not count?
Hello, Traveler.
Hello, Linny. It's a pleasure to meet you.
And hello, Paimon.
Alright, back up, bro.
Hey! Why didn't Paimon get a handshake? You're not poking fun at Paimon, are you?
No, yeah, give her a handshake, bro.
Please, don't take offense. Just consider it a sort of etiquette we have here in Fontaine when making new friends. You should remember it. It might prove useful.
What? Why did you say it like that?
Oh, alright then. Well, Paimon's just happy to have a local friend now.
I feel like he just did something that I don't like, and it's gonna come up later.
By the way, we were just getting ready to go to the Opera House to meet the Hydro Archon. Would you be able to show us the way?
So you're going to see Lady Furina? No problem at all. In fact, I was planning to go to the Opera House later myself. I'll gladly take you once I finish things here. Please, follow me.
You said you were going to see Lady Furina? Well, it seems Lady Furina has come to see you.
Oh, well, I guess I was right that it was going to be easy. Is that her? Dang! No, that wasn't her. She had an electro. That's another character we can get, though. That's her.
Huh. So, she's the Hydro Archon? But how did she know we were looking for her?
My dear people, rich and poor, those with cup in hand and those with nothing at all, raise your glasses in celebration. If you don't have one, then just raise your hand in lieu.
That's just like Fischl, like, my people! Like the way... That's cool. Your Prinzessin! Like the theatrics. It's just like Fischl. That's so cool.
As you can all see, 2 unfamiliar travelers have arrived in our nation. Come, let us make a toast in honor of this traveler and her companion who have journeyed here from distant lands.
Why does this sound so like... There's like an evilness hidden beneath this. Like she has some control over these people. I'm telling you, bro. It's deeper. It's deeper than what's on the surface.
Is she talking about us?
That's how she knew.
I've long heard of the turmoil and chaos you've left in your wake as you visited other nations. But I welcome you nevertheless. No, I have come to receive you personally.
Dude, the way she says I sounds just like Fischl. It's the exact, I swear it's the same.
Fear is for insignificant cowards. I am a god, and I will never entertain the notion of such meaningless wariness.
Dude.
You can be rest assured, I see clearly your sincerity.
Look, her eyes are different. I love her.
Of course, seeking an audience with me is the most sensible thing to do. It will allow you to truly behold my power and witness my authority. Intelligent people always gather under the correct banner. I, Focalor, hereby welcome you to the nation of Hydro and acknowledge the value and significance of your trip. Now, you may rejoice in this.
Well, finding the new Archon was easy.
Yeah, Paimon still can't believe it. Feels like we've only been here for a few minutes. But the Hydro Archon's entrance was, how should Paimon describe it? A little over the top?
Just how Fischl would do it. Literally, Fischl would, like, I feel like they'd be friends. Or maybe they wouldn't, because they'd be, like, combating each other. Yeah, I feel like maybe they'd butt heads, because they're so similar.
Miss Hydro Archon? How did you know we were coming?
I see. As Outlanders, you inevitably lack even some of the most basic understanding. Don't forget that even the gods can be divided into the mediocre and the excellent. I suppose it's only natural for you to be awestruck by my abilities.
I love how she talks and actually understand her. Fischl, I understand, but not really, because she's doing too much and using words that I just never even heard of. But I actually understand what she's saying, and that is the coolest way to say that, like, she's the best god ever. Like that's awesome. She said that. Don't forget that even the gods can be divided into the mediocre and the excellent. And she's saying she's excellent, and all the other people that she's met. Like, that's so... I love it.
You had best stop and consider. Do you really have the noble qualities and etiquette necessary to communicate with a god? All it takes is a flick of my finger for me to know everything about you.
That's how. That guy right there. That was the guy. That was the guy that was in Sumeru last episode. Whenever we were talking to Dia, he heard that we were going here, and he went like this, like he heard what we said, and that's what he did. He told her. So she's not that cool. She's cool, but she's not like an all-knowing god. She just has people telling her stuff.
Oh? What's with these looks?
Perhaps the welcoming ceremony still isn't enough? What else should I say then?
Is she waiting for us to start talking?
Wow, I didn't expect to see Lady Furina here. What a surprise! Wait, does this mean they're the legendary blonde traveler? How did I not notice before?
Hey, what's all the commotion? Oh, is that Lady Furina? Is there some kind of drama going on?
Of course. That's the blonde traveler. The one all those stories are about. Lady Furina came here to personally see her. Oh, I bet this is going to be the duel of the century.
Duel?
Ooh, I've got to see this. I knew Lady Furina would never disappoint.
We're about to fight her right now?
Yes, but don't get too excited now. My dear believers and spectators alike tend to get quite rowdy, and despite the noise, I've come to tolerate all their ruckus. You may consider this my reward to all of you. I have determined that there will be an epic duel between myself and this traveler from another land, just as you were hoping to see.
Now she wants to fight? Aren't we getting a little ahead of ourselves?
Bring it on. Right away. Right into it, bro. She's awesome. She looks cooler. I love her hat. Let's do this.
Are you not afraid? Might I remind you that this is a duel against the divine?
Yeah, okay, buddy.
What are you trying to do, traveler? Provoking a god in front of her people?
She's literally saying she wants to fight us.
Stand down, Clorend. I admire her bravery. Few have the courage to draw their sword against a god. She is obviously a true warrior. Unfortunately, people nowadays only crave to be thrilled, and a mere duel will not slake their thirst for excitement.
Oh, yeah, she's right. Just a duel wouldn't be all that interesting.
Who is this guy?
Criminals are always requesting duels to defend their honor. I'm getting a bit old, to tell the truth.
He's like, yeah, you're right. That wouldn't be that interesting.
You see. Then, as the god of justice, I shall face this traveler in another kind of duel. A duel in court!
We're going to court?
All right! Now that'll be worth seeing!
What?
Right. This is Fontaine, after all. Such a grand opera house, it would be a pity not to use it.
Why do you care so much about the crowd's reactions? Seems you've spent a little too much time in the opera house. Besides, how exactly do you plan to have a duel in court? You mean you're going to put us on trial?
We literally just arrived here.
Oh, we have reason to put you on trial. It's obvious, isn't it?
Obvious?
According to Fontaine law, no one is permitted to release any flying objects within Fontaine city limits during the first 3 days of each month. You are clearly guilty of violating this law, no?
Oh, so that's what they've done wrong. That's our Lady Furina. No one knows the laws of Fontaine like she does.
You call that obvious? What kind of law is that? Wait, flying object? You mean Paimon?
Oh no. She called Paimon an object, bro. It's over for her. There's nothing she can do now. Like, she will taste my blade.
Precisely! Now, if you two have no objections, then in the name of the Hydro Archon, I order your arrest.
My apologies, Lady Furina. I don't mean to spoil the fun. But if you would allow me to interject, I don't think that Paimon here meets the definition of a flying object.
You tell her, Linny! Finally someone who's not crazy. How could anyone call Paimon a flying object?
Ah, great magician Linny, my beloved citizen. I'll permit you to object. But how exactly do you plan to prove your claim?
'Cause it's a thing? It's a real person? Like, it's a human, or, well, it's not a human. I guess you can't really prove what Paimon is. But it's a living thing, okay? Not an object.
As a magician who just rained on your parade, I naturally should shoulder the responsibility of saving the show. So, with such an audience gathered here, allow me to perform a trick for everyone.
Ta-da!
What's that on Paimon's back? Hey, when did Lenny do that?
When Lenny patted you on the back, I told you! I knew he did it! I knew he did something! I knew it, bro! I literally was gonna say he put something there, but oh man.
There. As you can all clearly see, Paimon should be classified as, well, something like a balloon. This rope has been in the traveler's hand all along. It was just that no one could see it before.
Interesting. So he was helping us.
You call that magic? You've got to be joking.
I thought it was pretty good. Nice one.
Huh. I'm not sure what to think. It seems Lady Furina's charges no longer hold water.
Amusing. Very amusing, Lenny. Just the sort of unexpected twist that I enjoy. With you here, today's performance can finally be called complete.
Performance? You see all this as a performance?
In which case, consider the matter of your trial resolved. The god of justice will not bring charges against an innocent person. But when there are valid grounds, I will not only judge travelers from abroad, but even the gods of other lands. I look forward to seeing your upcoming performance at the Opera House, Mr. Lenny and Miss Lynette. That's enough for now. Toodaloo!
Unpredictable Archon Paimon's ever seen. You never even had a chance to ask her anything. But that's a problem for future Paimon. That whole scene just now was really...
Well, thanks for bailing us out, Lenny.
Don't mention it. I just happened to remember that there was such a law, so I did a little preparation, just in case. I didn't think it would actually come in handy. So, now do you see what kind of god Lady Furina is?
I mean, I guess. I don't even know what we'd call that. Was that just for fun?
She can be a bit confusing at times, but she is still amenable to reason.
Is she really that reasonable, though?
Anyway, Paimon had no idea you were a magician, Lenny. It sounded like you'll be performing at the Opera House, right?
I just know a few simple tricks I use to make a living. Lynette is my assistant. It will actually be my first time performing on the most prestigious stage in Fontaine, the Opera House.
But isn't the Opera House where criminal trials are held in Fontaine?
When there are no public trials being held, the Opera House hosts a variety of other performances. To the people of Fontaine, the line between a trial and a performance can be a little blurred. And speaking of performances, I would be remiss to forego this opportunity gifted by fate. Might I invite the two of you to see my performance?
My brother's always excited to make new friends.
Oh, sure. We don't really have anything to do now, and we wanted to go to the Opera House anyway.
Well, I'd be delighted.
Splendid. In that case, why don't we go together? I'll show you the way. I just have something to take care of first.
Is there any way I could help?
You really mean it? Then I'll take you up on your offer. This is a magical item known as a magic pocket. Perhaps you can help me distribute them to the people here.
Okay.
Huh? What are they going to use it for?
About that... You asked me before about the prophecy, right? Let me start by telling you a little more about what it entails. I'm not sure exactly when it began, but a prophecy has been circulating around Fontaine. It says that every person in Fontaine is born with sin. No matter how the nation of justice holds trial after trial, this sin cannot be absolved. Until one day, the water levels in Fontaine will rise, and the sinful people will slowly be drowned. In the end, the people will all be dissolved into the waters, and only the Hydro Archon will remain, weeping on her throne. Only then will the sins of the people of Fontaine be washed away.
So why would you live there? Like,
that sounds pretty gloomy.
It's horrible.
Why are people in Fontaine born with sin? What is that supposed to mean?
There are lots of guesses. Some say that the ancestors of Fontaine stole the power of the seas and stirred its wrath. Others say that the people of Fontaine never heeded the first Hydro Archon's warnings and offended Celestia. But here in Fontaine, evidence is what matters. There hasn't been concrete evidence for any of these claims, so they can only be regarded as conjecture.
If even the people in Fontaine don't know what sin they committed, wouldn't it be better just to ignore the prophecy completely? Why bother feeling guilty all the time?
That's exactly what the people did at first. But in the last few years, the water levels in Fontaine have actually started rising.
Really fast. And it won't be long before it engulfs us too.
Many places have already been completely submerged, and now lie beneath the sea.
Many people carry on with their lives as before and shrug it off as a natural phenomenon. But my family and I think that the people of Fontaine shouldn't ignore the possibility, which would end up sentencing them to death. We hope that at least the people who reside near the waterfront can move away before it's too late. So, we've started distributing magic pockets to them. As a magical item, these magic pockets have astonishing capacity. I'm sure they will come in handy when people are moving their belongings.
Oh, Paimon gets it! It's like preparing for a rainy day! But this is more than a bit of rain.
If the prophecy is true, then is there no way to prevent this disaster?
Perhaps only absolute power could ever contend with such a catastrophe. But who knows? We're just tiny specks in the grand scheme of things. Now, if you'd like to help, then please give these magic pockets to anyone nearby. Be sure to convince them to take it, regardless of what they say.
Does anybody want a magic pocket? So yeah, this is him, and I need him immediately. Oh man. Well, with that being said, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm about to go edit this right now so that I can continue this amazing story with you guys. Love you guys so much, and I will see you guys in the next one. And remember, it's me, Fish Schultz. No, I'm joking. Okay, bye.